with some farming, reposting a video. We need to wake up. Last year we were walking, we were talking about Julius Malema. That's what we know. The writings are always on the walls, guys. The writings are always on the walls. The things that come last minute, the things that come up last minute, those ones are the witchcraft, demonic things. The writings are always on the walls. And even if your juju is stressing you out, this is a world of democracy. This is a world where people debate. You get to debate. Just pick a mistake that you know you can rectify. Don't pick a mistake that you won't even be able to talk about. Nobody is perfect. But who is daring enough? Who is courageous enough? That is what we are looking for right now. That is what all countries are looking for. Haiti is going with their barbecue. Why? Confident enough to care about the plight of the people. At the end of the day, you must know that the war that we've been fighting is a war of race. It is racial war. Racial war is sports. You see the way we were growing up in Africa, where every game we had to part into two. There's this team and then there's this team. Tag. And that is the war that we are fighting over here. And as long as you allow segregation amongst yourself, as long as you allow people to live in your lands as if they are a superior race, let the grounds be level. Let the grounds be level. And I'm telling you, we are not even asking for white people who are in Africa to go back to their countries. That is not what is being asked. What is being asked is for grounds to be level. When the grounds are level, we are going to replace you. Those lands, you will not have money to sustain them tomorrow. We will buy them off from you. That is what our ancestors took time. Yes, we are going with our East African song, but just wait. Our ancestors took time to reach the revolution right now. We must know that even us, we have to think about the future. Right now, what we are fighting for in this generation is for grounds to be level. And that is what we started even fighting for here on TikTok. When we got on TikTok, there was no black person going viral here. Black people never used to go viral on this app. You can remember the people who were with me on TikTok during the first days. The entire For You page was Akina, Charlie D'Amelio, whatever. It was never black. No black person was supposed to be there. And the TikTok yenyewe, it had an algorithm that concluded that black people are ugly, black people are inferior, should not go viral. Until we started making noise on this app. And with us making noise on this app is when now TikTok started being at least accepting. The grounds are now level on TikTok, my friend. And they are not yet even fully level because only 0.3% of Africans are online. 97% of Africans are not online. So the grounds are not even level yet. But you can see already. So the grounds need to be level. And you South African leadership, if you don't... Imagine Kenyans, I want you to listen to this. If you look at South Africa in a very mighty way, I want you to listen. Do you know that in South Africa there are mountains they are not allowed to access? In South Africa there are rivers that the public is not allowed to access. What is that? Public property in South Africa belongs to the white man. Public properties. A mountain, imagine Mount Kenya belonging to someone. Imagine Mount Longonot belonging to someone. Publics are not. In South Africa, there are places they are not allowed to access. And if you access it, you pay to the colonizer. If you access it, you pay to the colonizer. Anyway, in Kenya, that can never happen. South Africans know that in Kenya, can never happen on our watch. So you South Africans are very docile. You guys are very docile. You need to sit down. Right now, you're already confused. You don't know who you are going to choose for your presidency because you're starting to be hit by the hypnosis. You're starting to be hit. And then you're going to be confused. And then before we know it, you are going to confuse the entire Africa. It is your country. Decide what you want to do with it. Us, we will just sit down now and keep quiet. Because if you are not united in your own country, we cannot, which side are we going to go? Which side are we going to go? If you've not seen them, see the way they're butchering each other in comment sections. Anyway, let's continue. This one is for East Africa. Me, I'm very proud, first of all. Before this is sung, this is an East African anthem. East Africa is going to unite. You know, as East Africans now, we need to focus on our countries because our presidents are going to unite. We already have the East African passport. If you don't have it, I'm sorry, you need to look for it. East Africa, we're already uniting. If the West, they don't want to unite, if South, they don't want to unite, East Africa, we're going to unite. And my lives are going to be dedicated to the unity of East Africa until the others have joined. So, we will start. Yeah. Okay. Twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe kwa hali na mali, tuijenge jumuiya bora. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Yes. So, as I was saying, yes, that is the East African anthem. Us here in East Africa, guys, one thing that I want to tell you, a president doesn't rule on their own. A president is the representation of the elites in that country. And clearly South African elites are not with our juju. And I don't even want to talk more about that South African politics because personally I'm so pissed off because since 2021 we've been on the same boat, juju. And then we reach towards the ballot and then you start scattering. Now we are not hearing. Guys, organize your house. Somebody is asking what is Juju. Julius Malema. Somebody, can you please tell him who Juju is? Yes. They're saying that they don't want him. Some people are saying they don't want him. He must organize himself. But don't you guys have a place where you can speak and tell Juju that, okay, your socks is showing. Like literally, we have to move. If we're going to make it anywhere, we have to even love the leaders and see the leaders that we have as human beings. Offer help to these leaders when you see that they're going astray. And especially in our time right now in Africa, our leaders are men. Behind every successful man, there must be a woman. I mean, I always tell you, men are not fully there. Men are a representation in whichever level that they are. Men are always a representation of the women in their lives. It doesn't matter whether that man is a president. It doesn't matter whether that man is a cowboy. It doesn't matter whether that man is a nobody. Men's character develops from the women in their lives. So take that even to the leaders that we have. The women in their lives have to be people that are willing to help. And we are the women in their lives. We are the women in their lives. If somebody's doing wrong, call them out, have them rectify that so that you move on. Because now, if you're not voting Julius Malema, who are we looking at? Because now people are like, I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to vote. Whether you vote or not, you will be ruled. And if you think you are smart and you don't want to be ruled by stupid, foolish people, then you have to vote. You have to vote. A country's presidency is representation of their elites. If you see that your president is Bongolala, then know that elites in that country, the people that vote, the people that have the say, the people that have the influence, that is the representation that you have right there. So, Haiti, thank you so much for what you're doing. I know Haiti is going to get into a point where it is self-governing, successful. We have the West African countries who've already taken their countries back. And guys, even before I start this live, you know me, I'm always very mad about these racial issues. And I think I'm more mad than most people because I know a lot that keeps me pissed off so much. For instance, you see, do you know how much money the countries that say they no longer want to, the countries that perform the coup d'etats, the abortive coup, and now they're not paying the French. They're not paying the French the money that they usually have to pay every year. Do you know how much money they've saved? Guys, do you know how we pay to the colonizer, even though they gave us our independence? Every year there's a certain amount of money you have to pay as a country to your colonizer to sustain, like literally. Hey, me, it makes, like, I just want to wake up one day and all that bullshit is gone. Because imagine, as poor as we are here in Kenya, every year we have to pay a certain amount of money to the British government. Every year. If you don't pay, they say you've defaulted. And then you might ask, for what? For what? Nobody ever comes forward to say it. Nobody ever comes forward to tell us that, okay, this is why we are paying this amount of money. There's a lot of English that don't make sense as to why these monies are being paid. Yeah, it's a scheme that was used to steal money from our ancestors while they were in charge. And now that we are outside, we're actually seeing it doesn't make sense to send billions of money every year to other countries while your country, you cannot even make roads. And then you send the money and then you wait for them to give you. No. Out, like, you are not going to take anything from us, no sanctions, nothing, everything belongs to us. I don't know how we have managed to pay the debt, but literally Kenyans are the ones who have cleared. Paid a lot of the, and you know, when the reason why you should look at mainstream media as a witchcraft hub Kenyan mainstream media televisions are still telling Kenyans, you know, yeah, debt. Kenyans' debt, a lot of our debt was cleared. Like, we are no longer on a debt. We are no longer on a debt where we are going to be cut off at a particular date. There's nothing like that. Like Ruto, I don't know how he did it, but he did it. And that is one of the reasons why African leaders respect him. Right now, Ruto is very respected among African leaders. Because he managed, somehow, some way, he managed to clear the debt. Talking, you know, Englishing. We have a president who knows how to English. Because a lot of English people, they Englished us into a lot of treaties, signing a lot of treaties that we never understood where it was coming from. Hatujui, but unajua. Ai, kuuzwa zi, ona. Kenyans, you don't know what is going on with other people. You know, Kenya right now is the country where a lot of people are looking at and they're like, what? First of all, Kenyan electricity, rarely. Internet is very cheap. Do you know countries like Ghana, Nigeria, these people, they struggle. Electricity cannot be consistent. Electricity na tetemeka. Electricity is not something that they enjoy fully the way Kenyans enjoy. Yeah, whether he borrowed Peter to pay Paul, we don't know. But you know, as long as us, we are exempted, because right now we are not going through what other countries are going through. Guys, do you remember when we used to, like Kitambo, when there was no electricity? Literally, there are certain countries who, because of the colonizer is in charge of their electricity, is in charge of their everything public, the colonizer is the one in charge of. We don't have that in Kenya, my friends. And Kenyans are waking up at a supersonic speed so much that we are going to, this country, the people who are born here, oh, they had a special mission on this planet. Because even the fact that we have electricity so much is because that is the reason why Kenyans are everywhere online. Literally everywhere. Making money everywhere online. Tell me an online space that Kenyans are not dominating. It's literally becoming an online thing. And guess what? Kenya again is the country that has developed an like M-Pesa has gone global. M-Pesa has gone global. If you want to send me money in Kenya right now, you don't have to struggle. Yes, take action. I talk too much. If you don't like it, just log out, you know. You don't have to comment. This is what I'm telling you, Kenyans, and this is why I said Kenya is the next Kemetic hotspot. Because the next thing, if these things, they continue, a lot of high influential people are going to come to Kenya, and they already know, you know, this thing of reading space. When they say they are reading space, they're just reading the space, literally space. Things that have not happened yet. And that is the reason why the UN has brought its people, bringing its people from New York to Nairobi. If you want to know that this is, like, if you want to know what is best for you on this particular planet right now, know that this is the time that we are starting over. Everything is starting from scratch. Everything is starting from scratch. And this is the time that you need to find your space on this particular dimension. Everything is starting from scratch. There's no rules. European laws are crumbling down. When European laws crumble down, they're the ones who have been holding everybody in place. You'll find everybody's going there. Look at the president of El Salvador. Like, literally, there's going to be political anarchy. But that political anarchy that is going to happen is going to be from, everything is going to start from scratch. Careers. People who are still, oh, I'm starting to become a lawyer, whatever. Know that the systems that we're having in the future are being formed right now. Because the ones that were formed in the past are collapsing right now. Be serious. Take what you have now seriously, guys. Do you know what happens in a world of anarchy? In a world of anarchy, nobody cares whether you're sick. Nobody cares if you're below average. Nobody cares if you have zero energy to exchange. Literally, we are going back to the barter trade periods. Do you know why it was called barter trade? Because the people were the ones in charge of the money. And so the people, I am only going to give you my money if I'm getting value for it. There's nothing like corporations. There's nothing like Unilever. There's nothing like PMG. There's nothing like Ernst and Young. All those are drowning. All those are drowning. Even the education system. I'm telling you, we're going to reach a point where people are going to realize that, oh, if I read online, I become even more excellent. Because right now, how you train your vessel to be more useful is what is going to matter. That is what is going to matter. If you have a vessel that is useless, a vessel that only knows how to be a secretary, who's secretary? You know, you are in school studying to be a secretary. You are in school studying to be an anthropologist, an archaeologist. Right now, let me tell you, look for the things that are changeable. Barter trade is coming back. Barter trade is coming back. Look for things that are easily changeable with the people around you. And by people around you, I mean look at online spaces as well. The people around you. What can you exchange? Can you exchange laughter? Can you make people laugh? Because as long as you can give energy, you will get it back. Can you sing in a way that I will cry? Can you dance so much that I will give you my money? I will remove my money out of my pocket to give you. Are you going to give me food? And literally agriculture is, farmers are going to be the billionaires. Farmers have always been the billionaires, and they are the rightful billionaires, and they will go back to being the billionaires. Because those are the owners of the food. You need food to survive every day. So guys, especially the youngings, the young ones, the ones in university, start looking for what you can do with your hands. If you can't do anything with your hands, if you can't give a service that is excellent, because you know, when anarchy falls, then the European standards falls. When the Eurocentric standard falls, the Eurocentric standards were the most mediocre standards on the planet. Those were the most mediocre standards on the planet. When they fall, do you know what is going to come on top of that? Excellence. Because literally, Africans are naturally excellent. If you cannot compete, you will go extinct. If you don't develop yourself in a way that you are the best in whatever service that you offer, you will be wiped out. And know that right now as a millennial, right now as a Gen Z, if your vessel is useless, know that there are children coming behind you. There are kids that are coming behind you whose vessels are not going to be useless. And I'm telling you, the Generation Alpha is another breed. That's another breed. I have a friend whose kid literally is born in Africa, raised in Africa, ethnically African, everything African, here Kenyan tribes, mom and dad Kenyan tribes. But that kid knows how to speak Korean. How? From being left alone in the TV, the kid has known how to speak Korean by themselves, speaking fluent Korean. Until the parents are like, oh my, what is happening? The Generation Alpha, those are a different breed. You should not even compare. Like literally, you will be taken over. If you're hearing that robots are coming to take over, robots are literally coming to take over. And those robots are not going to be robots made in the lab. Those are going to be human beings. Human beings are becoming robotics. Human beings are becoming, yes, it is going to be human beings. Like literally, if you cannot find what your soul can do easily and then perfect it. Also, this is where the ancestors come in. When the world gets to a point where it is natural selection, don't try learning something new. Don't see me that, oh, Swiri Nyar Kano is doing this, let me also learn that and do. Follow what your ancestors already are excellent in. If you know you don't come from a lineage of healers, if you know there is no virtue of healing in your DNA, don't waste your time in the school of medicine. If you know it is not naturally coming to you, don't go perfect it. You will never get it. You're moving backward. So find the things that naturally come to you, and they have to be very small. If you cannot provide your talent raw, if you cannot, and for you to come raw, you have to accumulate. You have to wake up every day with intention of growing yourself. And this is why farmers become the billionaires, because farmers are the ones who, they have to wait. They follow the process of manifestation properly. Process of manifestation starts with the preparation of the land. You prepare it. You look for seeds. You put inside. You have to wait for seeds to show up. If the seeds show up, you take care of them until you reach a point where they're showing you sign of harvest. Until you reach a point where they're showing you sign of harvest. And literally what is grown from day 1, by the time it is reaching day 20, I'm telling you, it is consistent. Universal things are gradual. And it comes even with talent. If you're a singer, you have to do it every day, every day. The secrets are in doing. The secrets are in doing. When you do is when you open a door. You do, you open a door. You do, you open a door. If you are a singer who you started singing at the age of 5 or at the age of 10, and you've done it consistently up to the age of 20, like literally, you being consistent, you loving it, taking the necessary leaps when needed, but you being consistent with your talent, nobody will compete you by the time 20 years are elapsed. Nobody. So this is how Africans, a lot of Africans, you're starting to farm right now. Forgive me for starting this thing late, but I'm going to talk because I feel called to talk. Africans, we are beginning. Africans who are starting afresh. You must know the rules of starting afresh. Hollywood will tell you that, oh, by the way, even if you are not a good practicing singer, you can go to American Got Talent and you can blow up in a day and have a billions in a day. False. False. I am the way, the truth, and the light. Nobody gets to my Father except through me. For you to get to the God, you must pass through the day. And you know Hollywood has not been showing us gods. Hollywood has not been showing us gods. who can sing nicely, but nobody gives a fuck about, like, literally nobody even cares to take them to American Got Talent or do. That is, when you see that, you should know that what is happening in Hollywood is literally witchcraft that is there to keep everybody's attention there. That is where I want to go. 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 And they don't show you the lives of these people whose lives you are admiring. You are admiring men who are married to men but are posing as heterosexuals. You are admiring things that don't exist. You are admiring things that don't exist. You are admiring people who are being dressed in designer outfits that don't belong to them. At the end of the day, they go back to their normals, states of normalcy. You are admiring people who they are told, go sing, and then your payment is going to be, I'm going to give you an ass. Go perform, come do this performance, and your payment is going to be, I'm going to give you lips. Are those the things you want? You want to go do an entire performance, and then you're told your payment is ass, your payment is boobs. Is boobs what you need? Is ass what you need? Literally, guys, know what you want in this life. Know what you would truly want to do. And then gravitate towards that and don't listen to anybody else who is not moving towards that direction. Because a lot of Africans, you think you want those things we see on Hollywood. Those are not things you want, but those are the prizes. You will get there and then you will perform so well. And then you will be told that, you know, we are offering you a surgery. What surgery would you want? As an African, you've left your parents at home. You want money, my friend. They don't give that money. You think Hollywood, they give money. Hollywood, they tie you. They tie you to the system. You get tied there. And you're told, save your tears for another day. Yeah, see, we already showed the whole world that you're a billionaire. Now act like it. You are acting like a billionaire with 0 billion. And you know this thing they post on Google, that net worth. Net worth is how much somebody has spent. That's how they get the net worth. How much somebody has spent. You look at the net worth, you're thinking how much someone has on their account. Net worth is how much someone has spent. And then you guys are being shown, these people have spent this much. Hey, and then you look at how much Rihanna has spent, you're like, oh, I want that much. You want to spend that much? On what? Because if you pray, then the universe is going to bring it to you. And then it's going to be debt. Africans, another thing you must know about Europeans is these people live on debt. They have something called credit. These people are given money. And when I talk here, I say the ground have to be level before we move anywhere as Africans. Europeans have money that they can spend before making it. Where in Africa? In Africa, if you see someone has paid for it, know that if you see someone has it, know they paid for it full cash. In Europe, if someone has it, it can be they've not paid for it, my friend. What culture is that? What is that culture? That is a culture of competition. They've created a culture of competition where you can get money. Imagine, that is bait. Imagine in Kenya right now, if we were being told that you can literally be given, there's money that you're entitled to, that you're given, and then you pay later. You pay later, there is no job. There are no clearly indicated jobs that people can do to pay for these things. So literally it's a gambling situation. And those are the things that Africans you look at and you admire. Look! Don't just admire anything. Don't just admire anything. And you know these monies that they're given, you're given money on credit and still they buy useless things. They've made useless things important. That, oh, if your bag is not Louis Vuitton, you're nonsense. Oh, if you're not wearing Balenciaga, you are nonsense. And then this money, these brands, they sell things at insane prices. So you borrow, you enrich the brand, you are on debt. Literally, that is how America lives. Like that kind of a system. Yeah, they spend the rest of their lives. Who wants... Me personally, I've never worked in my life. Like I've worked, but I I hated that. I did not even last. Imagine somebody getting a hold of my 7 days like this pissed me off so much. So imagine somebody getting a hold of my life. Because if you are in debt, if you have credit, too much credit, it is your life now that they owe. That they own. Kenyans, please sit down in your country and move slowly. Move through life slowly. If you can farm, I will tell you, farming will never go out of fashion. If you're somebody who you can live in living in urban areas is also another illusion. Live according to your pocket and then carry your own weight. As long as you are above 24, as long as you are above 24 years of age, carry your own weight. Learn to carry your own weight and make sure that you carry your own weight so much that until you're able to carry other people's weight, carry your own weight until you can swim properly before you start holding other people. These are 24-year-olds I'm talking to. Especially if you are a content creator, you work online, you do online stuff. Guys, go live in the village. Go live somewhere in a village life that if you don't need to be in the city. If you're not working in the city, you don't need to be in the city. Get out of there. Get out of there. You can always meet your friends anywhere. There's transportation, there's aeroplane. You can always, never let nobody ever tell you that, oh, you're going to live very far. You're going to live very far. You're going to live very far. There's transport everywhere. You can go anywhere that you want to go. Go live in places that are conducive to you, that you don't get into the peer pressure of Europeans, of urban lifestyle, of the noise in the city. If it is for you, do it. But if it is not for you, don't pressurize yourself. Don't pressurize yourself. You already saw Beyonce already released a country music. We are going back. Shambani, country. We're going back. So if you are somebody who you are struggling in Nairobi to you don't have to. And this is the worst time to struggle. This is the worst time to work on illusions. Because Africans were starting from scratch. And there's that leap period for given to us to start from scratch. Everyone is starting from scratch even if they don't seem like they are. You know, so there are people who love to be proud. They don't want to identify with the astrological weather. You know, they want to be seem like, oh, us, we are having it together, us, we are already there. African descent people are starting from the beginnings, the very beginnings. A lot of businesses that are ethical are starting from the beginning because unethical businesses are going to be brought down, and they're already being brought down. So as an African, please, I know I'm talking to someone. Know that this is the start. Take your time with your craft. We are not dying tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow is another day, and then that is the gift of God. That is the gift of God. As long as you believe in yourself, you will continue going. John chapter 3 verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, so that whoever believed in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. What are we talking about there? For God, the body, it so loved earth that it gave its only begotten Son. The day is the same as the body. Whoever believes in the day shall not perish but have everlasting life. People perish because they get tired of waiting. People perish because they run out of energy to reach where they were supposed to reach. Ensure that every day you have energy for tomorrow. Today, the only thing you have to ensure is you have energy for tomorrow. Today, the only thing you have to ensure is you have energy for tomorrow. That's the only thing you need to do. And as you keep making today, tomorrow, you are going to get, as long as you're working on something, guys. Work. Look at Africa. Africa, we don't have the Grammys yet. We don't have designers that are coming like literally international that everybody's stopping like, oh, have stopped. We still don't have a lot of things. We don't have the cream de la cream scientists, the doctors from Africa, the ones that are discovered. We don't have. And yet you're there acting like the world is ending. No. The world is only ending for the ones who are living in illusion. Us who are beginning, remember, we are beginning right now. And I want to see you in 10 years' time. In 10 years' time, you're still going to see me. Where am I going to be? Where are you going to be in 10 years? Are you still going to be like every day you are using it to complain? There's nothing that takes away your energy like investing worry in every day. Every day worry. Every day worry. Every day worry. As you worry every day, you are swelling a worry. By the time the year is ending, you will have a whole desert in your life. So you must make sure that in the next 10 years, because the future is Africa. The future is Africa. And who are those future? It is us. So it is us. It is us who are, and especially us who are already online right now. Because also remember that we who are online right now, we are the pioneers of African online internet. We are the pioneers of African online internet. We've not seen African movies. Have we seen African movies? Have we seen African actors that every child is mentioning on the street? Have we? We've not. It's when we're just scratching the surfaces. It's when we are curtain raising. People like Ira Star, people like Tyler, those are just curtain raising. Curtain raising. The performance of Africa has not begun. And you know who is being waited on to perform? You. Some of you sit in rooms uninspired the whole day. And yet you're being waited to perform. When the spotlight will be on you, it will be on you whether you've worked hard or not. The spotlight will come and strike you. And one thing, something Africans, you follow the spotlight so much. But let me tell you, like right now, I would say I have a particular percentage of spotlight myself. This spotlight, if you're not prepared for it, it will be useless to you. If you know that you want the spotlight as well, make sure, think, the moment the spotlight is put on me, what am I going to give? Am I going to be somebody who is now, looking everywhere, useless, nothing, spotlight is not doing anything for you? Also, before you ask for spotlight, ask, what am I going to give in this spotlight? How am I going to be? And then start preparing towards that. Spotlight got a lot of people in this time of ours, and it is very useless to a lot of people. There are people who have 3 million followers and they want to kill themselves. Why? Unprepared. Unprepared. And let me tell you, the universe is so smart, and it is your body. Your body is the universe representing itself in human form. When your body knows that there is a spotlight is going to get you at a certain age or somewhere, it will start warning you. It will start telling you, Nani, we need to, by the time this spotlight is getting on us, let's at least get here so that we are able to maximize on it. Let us at least be here so that we are able to maximize on it. That spotlight, if it will land on you, and if you've not been utilizing your day properly, you will be caught unawares, you will be cardiac arrested. Because it will be it is detrimental even to certain people. So guys, don't chase spotlight. Spotlight does not have money. I know a lot of Africans, you want money. A lot of Africans, you want money. And let me tell you where the money is. The money is in the day. How are you utilizing the day in order to build your avatar, your body, so that it becomes useful, so that you can exchange energies with other people? That is where the money is. The money is not in the fame. Fame does not come with money. You can ask a lot of people who you think they have so much fame. It does not. You will have 1 million followers. You will have 10 million followers, and you'll be sleeping hungry in your house, and nobody will give a fuck. As long as your vessel is useless, nobody will care. Every time these people think that I'm an alien, okay. They are asking me to verify if it is me. Anyway, guys, I hope you're listening, because even this revision that we're supposed to be doing today, it's all about that. The holy science. I've already finished The entire topic of the holy science. The holy science is talking about the day is the same as the body and is the same as the year. Africans, you want money? Me, let me tell you the truth. From what I've seen, from the people I've interacted with. And let me tell you, you will not believe it. You know, when you are in the world of this world that they call of influencers, you see the world differently from people who are not influencers. I remember before I became an influencer, I used to see influencers and be like, oh my God, they must be having it easy or whatever. No, they are influencers who cannot even afford bills. And they have followers. There's money and fame are not, they don't go together. Because I will tell you, even in the work of influencing, I'm telling you, it will still require your character. If you're a people pleaser, you will still get taken advantage of. Because we have pirates. When you become an influencer now, there's something called pirates. People wanting to eat off of you. Wanting to use you. And the moment you don't have character, you don't have integrity towards yourself, you don't respect yourself, you will be used. You will be used so much because you have to also have integrity and defend yourself and be somebody who you can protect yourself. You can ask for your money. You can ask to be paid this much. If you cannot, don't waste your time. Work on your integrity towards yourself because it is not a bed of roses. It is not a bed of roses. It is not a bed of roses. A lot of influencers, you see them is one person, but behind them, 20 people depending on that one account. And then there's also the Freemasons, the Freemasonry, this Hollywood, the Vatican, these people who are demonic. They also are with the influencers there. Sometimes you hear certain influencers, they work, and then somebody, you don't get paid. You don't want to ask for your money. You don't know how to ask for your money because you're a people pleaser. Depression. And these people, these corporates, they don't care. If you can't stand and tell them, way, if you don't pay me my money, my friend, if you don't have the guts to do that, nobody gives a fuck about you. You will be pushed over. You will be walked all over. People will be giving you peanuts to do jobs every day. You will be burnt out. It is not easy. Everything requires integrity. So you better, even if you don't have followers right now, have integrity. Have integrity. Be someone who you have integrity. Because at the end of the day, you will be pushed. You will be pushed to the wall. I see my friends pushed to the wall. And there's this work that I did. I don't know whether the person I did this work with, I don't know whether they'll be here to listen, but I'm going to say it anyway. I won't mention their name, but they know themselves. It's a very famous TikToker. We did some work, my friends. Payment. Wapi. Payment. 3 months in, not yet been paid. Nobody's asking. I want to tell you, even influencers that you see here, some of these people cannot even speak for themselves. Nobody's asking for their money. Me right now, I am. And then you know what they tell you? Oh, what these influencers are saying? Oh, you know, they might not work with me next time. I will not want to work with you next time if you are not paying me very well in the first job. Why would I want to work with you next time? If you're late, if you're disrespectful to my time, and then they say, oh my God, they will not want to work with you. There are 8 billion people in the world. My friend, if one person is not working with you, there are 8 billion. This is why people need to trust their ancestors. People feel so weak. If these influencers are kissing us out here, and this influencer had followers triple mine. And the way I was asking for my money, she thought I was asking for my money, that she was there people pleasing me. I'm asking for my money. Give me my money. I've already done the work. I don't even want to work with you. I am the one who is sucking you. Because me, I don't work with disrespectful people. Some people are like, oh my God, TikTokers even, I had to leave the Kenyan TikTokers WhatsApp group. Kenyan TikTokers are ass lickers. You think you can excel out of people pitying you? Some people think they can excel out of people pitying them. My friend, your work has to speak for itself. I will come, I will do my work. If you think there's somebody else who is going to do that work better than I did it, go give them next time. Thank you. In fact, it's an opportunity to them. But me, my work is what will speak for me. If you feel like my work doesn't go with your company, sure, you will not tell me. And a lot of them, they come and tell you, oh, you know, we want to put you on a long term. No. My friend, long term kitu gani? That long term will come long term, but now, as we are working right now, give me my money, I do my job, and we call it quits. People pleasing is destroying a lot of people, and it will destroy a lot of influencers. It will burn them out. They are doing big campaigns with peanuts. Somebody's being put on billboard with 30K. 30,000, and you're being put on billboard that everybody's seeing you every day. Your face is being scanned. Do you know, guys, how ancestors feel about this? Do you know how ancestors feel about you utilizing their energy with no reciprocation? They already did that in the cotton field. And guys, when your face is on a billboard, it will take a toll on you. Just the same way when I come live here, it takes a toll on me because my energy is being eaten. Everybody is passing. I'm only accessible to myself, but a lot of people are seeing me right now as they pass through their phone. It takes a toll on you. It does take a toll on you. Somebody saying, enda usikize mama yako, my friend. Mimi si mama yako nikufurahishe. Ama unadhani mimi ni bibi yako nikuje nikutombe? Ufurahi. Go to your wife. So guys, integrity matters. Respect your inner authority, so that you can become the outer authority. Because everybody is looking for ugali out here. Everybody is looking for ugali. Everybody is looking for a energy exchange. That is all. This people pleasing thing doesn't exist. So where now, if you are abundant in energy, somebody is coming to tell you that, give me, just give me. Just give me, you have a lot. You have a lot, just give. No, that does not work. Every relationship has to be symbiotic. If you want to engage in philanthropy, choose when to. And your ancestors will always lead you when to engage in philanthropy. If you don't feel called to engage in philanthropy, don't engage because of pressure. Energy equal, give and take. That is all that happens on this planet. People are always just looking for, can I eat from you? Can you eat from me? Like, no, rarely do people look for, can you eat from me? People who look for, can you eat from me? Those are people with integrity. But the most of the population, they're always looking, can I take from you? Can I take from you? Can I take from you? That is the energy that people are walking around here with. It doesn't matter whether that person is the CEO of Unilever. It doesn't matter whether that person is the head of EABL. Can I take from you? Can I take from you? That is the energy that people are always looking for. So you, as somebody who is awakened, always look for can we? Can we exchange? Also be careful when you go to people who just want to take from you. Because the moment you are an empath, that is how you attract narcissists. And then you start complaining. He's a narcissist. Narcissists don't get attracted to people with integrity. They smell it from far. So if you know that you're being approached by narcissists, just know that you are soft, you are a weakling, that the narcissists know you cannot stand up for yourself. Because you want to be nice. You are a people pleaser. You want to be looked at nice. Nobody cares whether you are nice or not on this planet. The only person who cares whether you are nice is yourself. Are you nice to yourself? That is the only thing that matters. Are you nice to yourself? That is the only thing that matters. Being nice to other people, you cannot please people. You will be nice to this one will think you're an asshole. People are from different tribes. You will never satisfy people. Ask yourself, are you nice to yourself? Because that question, you can answer it behind closed doors. Are you somebody who you are willing to embarrass yourself for other people to feel comfortable? Are you somebody who you are willing to, just adjust yourself? And this thing, the neurotypicals. Me personally, I get so tired, but I will always be there to answer. Every time I'm hanging out with certain types of people, They will keep asking me, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? You know, people pleasers, they want you to keep doing this. People pleasers, they want you to keep telling them, hey, by the way, I'm okay with you. By the way, they just want you to keep zooming yourself out, zooming yourself out, zooming yourself out. If you're that type of person who people keep asking you to adjust yourself in order to make them comfortable, and some people will not ask through words. Some people will ask energetically. Never. Even your facial expressions. You should never adjust your facial expressions to make people comfortable. If somebody says something that is not funny to you, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't fake a laugh. A lot of people, they fake laughter, you fake whatever, you fake a facial expression to make somebody feel comfortable. Don't. Try it. And then you will see how demons get uncomfortable when you are in your own energy. Yes. So anyway, guys, I am going to open the floor for you guys to ask questions. As you know, we are doing, we are so much way in, but we are doing revision based on things that I've taught from week 1 up to week 5. And the week 1 was the holy science. Holy science, of which I've been explaining here the whole time. But guys, I just want my students to tell me, like, what do you remember about the holy science? Today, I just want you to remember. I want you to remind me. I want you to ask questions, answer if somebody asks. Yes. Last week, I'll go over it next week. Actually, next week is my 12th live. So I want it to be the last, revision. And then after that, I'll probably start going live. I might start going live on Sundays as well, just to help bury the Vatican, because it's already dead. But that is something that I'm still contemplating over. That's something that I'm still contemplating over. Somebody's asking me to talk more on natural selection. Natural selection in biology is usually like, when you study it in biology, it talks about how nature reaches a particular point and self-cleanses. Self-cleansing of nature is what is called natural selection. So when the universe self-cleanses, it increases the vibration. And when it increases its vibration, you have to either survive or die or go extinct. You have to either adapt to that new environmental vibration or that new astrological vibration or die. And literally right now, we are preparing ourselves for the next natural selection. Right now, the public is still mediocre. I will tell you for free. We are still very low vibrational. If it was an age of a child, I would say that right now is when we are getting into adolescence. As public, as our revolution, we are getting into adolescence where we are going to narrow down now. We've fed on so much bullshit that we got here. Now we're going to the public consciousness. When it gets into adolescence, it narrows down. The chaff gets removed and the wheat remains. So right now we are in the process where the chaff is getting removed. The process has started where the chaff is getting removed and the wheat is preparing itself to replace. So by now, in your own individual life, you should have gotten the revelation. At least if you're 24 years and above. I'm not talking about the children. If you're 24 years and above, you should know the direction you want to go by now. Don't I have my students here to ask to talk about the holy science? Swiri is always online. Everyone is the same. Yes. I'm always online. The people who are waiting for me to start posting, I will start posting, my friend. Don't worry. As long as you see me not posting, don't worry. We will post when it's time to post. Talk about black tax and other generational curses. The only thing I'll say about black tax, carry your own weight as a black person. If somebody your siblings need to whatever village. You know, one thing I love about Africa is you don't have to be in the city. The village life is very cheap. As an African, if you cannot afford to be in the city, go to the village, my friend. Don't stay in the city clinging on to someone. Don't stay in the city on someone's back. Go to the village. And as an individual who you know you have your shit together, you can carry your own weight. Yeah, and you are living in the city, carry your own weight. Any sibling of yours that need help, let them wait as you build in the village. Let them wait as you build. Let them go in the village. Okay? January, know yourself. February is self-belief. March, be who you are. Yes. How to overcome fear. God, the body is God. The day is Jesus. The day starts the night before. Yes. What does it mean when someone says you talk too much? I don't know. I think it means to talk for like move to Africa. Just do what you feel called to do, but just know that generational cycles are to be broken by everybody. You know, what your ancestors did will follow you wherever you go. So just do whatever, but just know that our ancestors, kwerewa no timoricho, tinde luowa. Kwerewa no timoricho, tinde luowa. So just move to wherever, follow your inner. Sometimes I feel prevented from watching some of your lives. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what is wrong. There's a lot that is going. But they pray for TikTok, guys. Pray for TikTok because they are fighting TikTok like shit. Spiritually, TikTok is being fought like shit. There are people who are going around circles. There are people who are going around circles reciting, TikTok must end, TikTok must end, TikTok must end, TikTok must end. There are people who are sacrificing animals. So I'm telling you that this platform that we met on, if you feel like it is helping you, if you feel like it is something that you would want to stay long term, then also get serious about the prayers that you pray for this app. Because this app is being, do you know what they want to do to TikTok? Why it is being fought, like why they are fighting so much. The Europeans, they want the TikTok algorithm to change. They want to own TikTok. They want the TikTok owner to sell it to them. And then after they own TikTok, they want to change the coding. Meaning, they want to change the algorithm so much that what is on FYP, like literally, no, they want to put it in a way that you don't have your own FYP. Everybody sees the same thing. They just want to make it like mainstream media, where what is seen they control. It's nonsense. I know it will not go anywhere, but the stretch, it is going to stretch. The war is going to stretch for long. Yeah, it's going to stretch for long. So they won't win. They won't win. But they're actually threatening. They are tingishaing things. Swiri, on the topic of sexual STD, can you talk about blood? Or STD what? I don't want to assume. Is it sexual transmitted diseases? Or spiritually transmitted diseases? Guys, know that sexually transmitted diseases are spiritually transmitted diseases. Sexually transmitted diseases are spiritually transmitted diseases. And one thing that I will talk about, something like HIV. Do you know how you spiritually get HIV? When someone gives you HIV, what they've done to you spiritually is they've opened all your gates of protection. They've opened all your gates of protection so that anyone can enter and attack you. That is what HIV is. When you look at sexually transmitted diseases and spiritually transmitted diseases, they are one and the same thing. And as I talked about it last time when I was teaching, the main thing to carry is know that for someone to sleep with you and take away something from you, like for example, if you're somebody, let's say we talk about the zodiac sign, you are an Aquarius, you know yourself, okay? But you don't believe in yourself. And then you sleep with a Pisces. A Pisces is a god of self-belief. When you sleep with a Pisces that is demonic, and you are an Aquarius who doesn't believe themselves, the Pisces will, and you are an Aquarius, I mean, who believes themselves, you know yourself and you believe in yourself. But then you sleep with a demonic Pisces. A Pisces is the god of self-belief. If you are an Aquarius who you believed in yourself, but you slept with a Pisces who is demonic, who doesn't believe in themselves, they will take away your self-belief. They siphon it. They will siphon your self-belief. If you sleep with a demonic, now let me start from the top. If you sleep with a demonic Aquarius, they will take your self-knowledge. If you sleep with an Aquarius that is demonic, they will siphon your self-knowledge from you. You will not know yourself after that sexual intercourse. If you sleep with a Pisces that is demonic, you will not know how to believe in yourself after that intercourse. If you sleep with an Aries that is demonic, you will not know how to be authentic after that sexual intercourse. If you sleep with a Taurus that is demonic, you will not know how to support yourself after that intercourse. If you sleep with a Gemini that is demonic, you will not know how to think for yourself after that intercourse. If you sleep with a Cancer that is demonic, you will not know how to feel yourself after that intercourse. If you sleep with a Leo that is demonic, you will not know how to love yourself after that intercourse. If you sleep with a Virgo that is demonic, you will not know how to analyze yourself. You will always misunderstand yourself after that intercourse. If you sleep with a Libra that is demonic, you will never know how to balance yourself. You will lose your confidence after that intercourse. If you sleep with a Scorpio that is demonic, you will feel unwanted. You will always feel unwanted after that intercourse. If you sleep with a Sagittarius that is demonic, you will lose your eyes. You will lose your vision. You will start having eye problem. You will not see yourself. You will have problems visualizing yourself after that intercourse. And if you sleep with a Capricorn that is demonic, you will not know how to utilize yourself. You'll always misuse yourself after that intercourse. So those things, that's how spiritually you get sexually transmitted diseases. When your 12 doors are open, there are people who, HIV is now a zodiac sign of its own. When you sleep with someone with HIV, what they do is they open all the 12 doors. You will not know yourself, you will not be yourself, you will not believe yourself, you will not feel yourself, you will not love yourself, you will not desire yourself, you will not use yourself, you will not support yourself. Like literally HIV now opens all doors. And it was an orchestrated, viruses are not natural. If you studied biology, basic biology, viruses are artificial. Viruses they are not alive. They are not alive. But they must live in things that are alive. Supporting yourself is for what sign? Taurus. You're beautiful. Thank you. How to heal negative spiritual attacks, wounds that is causing physical neck and shoulder pain. If it is causing physical and shoulder pain, it means whoever is spiritually attacking you doesn't want you to support yourself. And whoever is spiritually attacking you doesn't want you to think for yourself. So what you do is ensure you are extra supportive of yourself and ensure you are extra thoughtful of yourself. That's how you reverse such kind of witchcraft. Guys, witchcraft most of the time when you're sent, it will attack a certain part of your body will start feeling pain. Pay attention to your body. Have a communion with your body. Anytime you feel that your body is having pain, spiritual attacks are always going on and everywhere. The Vatican is always spiritually attacking the African man every Sunday. So you should know that witchcraft is constantly attacking you. They are your ancestors who are locked in dungeons in the 17th century. They're still there up to now. So spiritual attack is literally so broad. So always know the part of the body that is being attacked, that is the house that is being attacked. Your head, it represents your authenticity. Anytime your head has issues, your authenticity is being attacked. Your neck represents your support for yourself. Anytime your neck has issues, your support system is being attacked. Your arms and your shoulders, they represent your thinking for yourself, your ability to think for yourself. Anytime your arms and shoulders are painful, know that your ability to think for yourself is being attacked. By who? Don't care. You just pray. Anytime your chest is having issues, your ability to feel yourself is being attacked. Your teeth is your ability to digest emotions. Somebody doesn't want you to digest emotions in a way that is beneficial to you. Your heart, if it is your heart, is your ability to love yourself. And remember, the heart runs the day. The moment the heart stops, the moment your ability to love yourself stops, you are dead. You are only here because you love yourself. You are only here because you're a product of love. You are only here because two people made love for you to be here. Whether that love was negative or positive, now it shows in you. But everybody is a product of love. The moment you stop loving yourself, you are dead. So if your heart has issues, your ability to love yourself is being attacked. If your stomach has issues, there's somebody who wants you to misunderstand yourself. Someone wants you to misunderstand yourself. So your ability to understand yourself and analyze yourself is being attacked. Pelvic area, your hips and your pelvic area. If it has issues, somebody is attacking your ability to balance yourself, your ability to manifest things into reality. If your private parts are having issues, somebody is attacking your ability to desire yourself. Somebody wants you to unwanted yourself. If your thighs are having issues, your ability to see yourself, somebody is attacking your ability to see and visualize who you truly are. If your knees are having issues, there's witchcraft on your using of yourself. Somebody wants you to misuse yourself. Your Achilles heel, if your Achilles heel has issues, somebody wants you to not know yourself, to lose your identity. And then if your toes and your feet have issues, somebody wants you to not believe in yourself. Now somebody's asking me about the spinal cord. Now the spinal cord is the embodiment of all of them. The kundalini. If your kundalini has issues, then there is witchcraft against your awakening. If your spine has issues, then there is witchcraft against your awakening. You need to be, now when there's witchcraft against a certain part of your body, you need to do opposite. For example, if your neck is paining, support yourself more. Support yourself more. Somebody's asking me about skin. Skin, literally your skin is, it allows in and it allows things out. It allows things in. So your ability to sieve, when your skin has issues, your ability to sieve what you consume is lacking. You are consuming everything. Guys, we live in a spiritual world. Don't listen to everything. It is not everyone that you need to listen to. This is why we say listen to your body. If your body tells you don't go there, don't go there. Because when you go there, you will hear something that is going, your cells. It's going to change the frequency of your cells. When it changes the frequency of your cells, it is going to manifest in your physical body. Nails is your ability to defend yourself, my friends. And right now, like literally me, I have decided, I'm taking a step back from nails, because literally I've observed myself. And I'm not talking about everyone. Some of us, we really need nails. Me personally, I need my ability to defend myself so much. But then there are people who probably you don't need that as much. These stick-ons that we put, it thinnens your nails. It thinnens your nails so much that you cannot scratch anything. And let me tell you, when that is happening, it is spiritually reflecting. It reflects spiritually. You start to stutter when you're defending yourself. You start to stutter, especially if you have terrible teeth and nails. Your defense is gone. Your self-defense is gone. So, your nails carry your ability to now, they stretch from your thoughts. Your arms, they represent your thoughts. And then it is these thoughts that can bring you now that defense that comes off of your nails. So your nails they represent your ability to think for yourself so that you are able to defend yourself. People who can't think for themselves cannot defend themselves. So also, if you're somebody who you live around a lot of spiritual attacks, stay away from stick-ons. Don't do stick-ons. If you live around a lot of spiritual attacks and you need your nails the way the cat needs their nails, don't do stick-ons. Because stick-ons, I don't know whether there are stick-ons where they don't have to make your nails so thin before they stick them on. But a lot of people that I've worked with, it makes you vulnerable spiritually. Somebody doesn't know stick-ons over here. Hey, you guy. Anyway, let's continue. Somebody's asking me, Amma, let me just respond to these people. Somebody's asking me about stomach. I've already said, if you have stomach problems, know there's witchcraft against you being able to analyze yourself. Your self-analysis is what is physically represented as your stomach. Every time you analyze yourself, it is your stomach that feels the pressure. So if you are misanalyzing yourself, you will have stomach problems. If you are somebody who you are so hard on yourself, every time somebody does something, you take the blame. You don't, and every time you do something, it can go two ways. There are people who they have stomach issues from the fact that they are so cruel to themselves. They analyze themselves in such a cruel way. And then there are people who they have stomach problems because they refuse to analyze themselves. They don't want to do it. Those are two different stomach problems. What are the infinite ways to heal yourself? The infinite ways to heal yourself is always ensure what you feel, what you think. What you feel matches what you think. And what you think matches what you say. Always ensure what you feel matches what you think. And what you think matches what you say. And what you say matches how you behave. That is how you heal yourself. Anytime you're contradicting yourself, you are misanalyzing the cells. You think you are lying to people on the outside, or you think that it is people on the outside that are going to be confused about you, but it is your cells that get confused about you. When what you say does not match how you behave, and it does not match how you feel, and it does not match what you think. You create cells inside of your body that are also confused. And that's how you call diseases. You call diseases. Always know the spiritual portals that diseases come into your life through. To know other cities, you must know yes, exactly. You cannot, the moment you know yourself, you know everyone. It's as simple as that. Some people think that is weird, but just get there. Spirituality you have to do. You have to walk the talk. People who have walked the talk, you know very well that when you are alone, you are all one. You are all in one. And literally that is life. A lot of people, they think that you come here to look for people so that you can work together, blah, blah, blah. That's nonsense. Life is a DIY project. A lot of people feel so entitled. You feel like you must be helped by somebody. And if nobody is helping you, you get frustrated like, oh my God, why is nobody helping me? Life is a DIY project. Do it yourself, my friend. Do it yourself and you have the day. You have unlimited number of days to do it yourself. You can fail. Do it, fail, try again. Do it, fail, try again. Do it, fail, try again. But the moment you realize that life is a DIY project, that is when you start living. And it remains a DIY project so much that even when you're collaborating with other people, it's still a DIY. You are doing your part. Some people, you get into places where you are working with people and then you mince yourself, you form a pudding. Even at the workplace, everyone is supposed to do their job and go home. Go there, do your job and go home. Do your part. Do your part and go home. Life is a DIY project. What about rashes on the face? Rashes, is it pimples? I always say pimples, they start at adolescence. That is the origin of pimples. What happens at adolescence? Narrowing down, specializing, separating the wheat from the chaff. A child grows at home. When a child is growing at home, they are absorbing everything. Their brother is dashing out, their mother, their uncle, their relatives. But then when they reach adolescence, they start to purge out what is useless. So that is what pimple is. When you see pimple on your face, know that your body is purging. Some people are late bloomers. And you know, with women, we are always purging every month. But it is not extreme. Some people are late bloomers. You know, you've grown up, you are 30 years old. You still think your mother you still think you're a child. You let your mother make all decisions for you. You've not grown. You've not reached a point of purging. Purging comes at independence. So when you see your body is purging, know that your body is calling you towards independent thinking, independent support, independent self-belief, independent self-being, independent self-knowledge, independent identity, independent analysis of self. You have to be independent. Yes, indoctrination in childhood, yes. Children who are not indoctrinated in childhood, who are just there are some ancestors that don't have pimples. And it's because they don't have to purge, they don't have that in there. Also, this is why we say appreciate your ancestors, because some ancestors did the job to some descendants, while some ancestors left you the job to do. So just accept your path. Whether your ancestors, left you the job or did the job for you, accept your path and move on. Do you believe in the afterlife with loved ones? It doesn't come the way you think it does. It doesn't come the way you think it does, because energy once created cannot be destroyed. Energy once created cannot be destroyed. It can only be transmuted and transformed. So your relatives, like literally your loved ones, are just parts of you. And when they die in this physical dimension, you actually have access to them more than the way you had when they were here in this particular dimension. So me personally, grief. It's usually, maybe some people will be so triggered by this, but grief is illusion. Grief is illusion. Unless you are not in touch. Unless the person who died and you are not in touch. Because I will tell you something for free. The dead, they contact their own. And when you are in touch, you will know when you're being contacted. You will be happy that someone has died, because now you have more access to them than you had when they were alive. The only thing you don't have of them is physical representation. But energy once created cannot be destroyed. So grief, it's misplaced priorities. I'm not saying it's wrong to cry. Cry all you want when somebody dies. But at the end of the day, know that energy once created cannot be destroyed. Energy once created cannot be destroyed. And this life, This life is supposed to be done, everyone alone, 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 alone. The reason why people grieve so much is because people think that life is supposed to be done in pairs, in pairs, in pairs, in pairs, in pairs, in groups, in pairs, in groups, in groups, in groups. There's nothing like that. There's only collaboration, connections. Attachment does not exist. Attachment does not exist. There's only collaboration. Somebody's asking me about your ears blocking. As in, blocking as in, how do you detach? It's a journey. That is the journey called awakening. You know, detachment is not a one-day job. Rome was not built in a day. You have to get to a point where you are okay with the dark. As long as you're not okay with the dark, you have not detached. You must be okay with the dark. You must be okay with space. In order for you to detach from anything, you must embrace yourself fully. The moment you are attached to something outside of you, that is a direct message that you have not embraced yourself fully. Anything, it's your mother, your father, whatever. Anytime you are attached to something outside of you, it means it hasn't grown inside of you for you to have it within you. And the moment you have everything within you, the things that you are attached to outside of you, they disappear. Or they mismatch. They lose vibrational frequency. It's no longer the same. Yeah, breakup will only hurt. Breakup, somebody is asking me, so breakup should not hurt. Breakup will only hurt if the breakup was, if the relationship was not symbiotic. So it will hurt the person who was more dependent on the other. Literally, let's just be honest. When two people break up, it's either, if they both broke up in a mature way, they were both having a symbiotic relationship, then it is always very easy to part ways. Because you know, everybody knows, I will survive, I will survive, it's okay. But at the end of the day, when two people break up where the husband was everything and then the wife was a housewife with nothing, that one hurts. It will hurt the housewife. Let's just be honest, you know. The person who always gets hurt in the breakup the most is usually the person who was the most dependent. And people become dependent in different ways. Maybe you are dependent on somebody for self-esteem. Maybe you are dependent on somebody in different ways. But the person who was being dependent on, they know. So breakup only hurts because of attachment, of which the moment you detach, you won't deal with certain things. Especially if you're a traveler, like literally you are a lone traveler or a lone swimmer. Nothing will shake you on this planet. Just work on making sure that your vessel is well protected, well supported, well provided for, well taken care of. Nothing will shake you on this planet. If you don't want to be vulnerable, work on yourself so much that you need nobody. But that sounds like a nightmare to some people. Yes, Tiger Totem. Work on yourself so much that you don't need anyone. If you want to have an easy time on this planet, if you want, you know, to be free, to have your independence, to have your freedom, to do whatever you want. Right now on this planet, as long as you have some billions, you can just decide, you know what? I'm going to space. Nobody will stop you, not even the president. Everybody will give you permission, go. And yet we are here living, you think there are some elites who are in charge. Nobody's in charge of this thing. It is the people that are in charge. How to heal from the physical pain caused by negative spiritual attack. The body knows how to heal itself. Follow the leader, 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 follow the leader. Follow the leader, 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 follow the leader. One thing about the body, I will tell you, if our ancestors were to exist in this particular point in time, literally, we would look at them as if they're crazy people. We come from an ancestry of people who, they used to only worship the body. These people knew that the body was the only thing to be worshipped, meaning if the body is saying, yeah, you do. So imagine such kind of people, even on the streets. Those are the people you call mad. Those are the people you call, you think they're out of touch. Because what? They are listening to their body and nobody else. In a world where everybody's busy listening to Akina Beyonce, everybody's listening. Yani people are listening to the same things. Cooked food that we don't know who cooked and how it was cooked. People are just listening. Our ancestors were people who, it was only the body. Their ears were inverted inside. If the body tells them to talk to this person, if the body says, go this way, literally, there was nothing like 9 to 5. That you do 9 to 5. If the body, our ancestors were people who they would wake up today and say, I feel called to travel north. I feel called to travel east. And they would do it. Somebody's asking me, what about your back? Your entire back has everything to do with your awakening. If you're not awakened, you will have back problems, always. If you want to awaken your back from your spinal cord all the way to this back area, awakening, that's an awakening issue you have. How to overcome anxiety. Live in the moment. React in the moment. React momentarily. Trust in your body that it will react perfectly. You know, anxiety only comes when you're somebody who you are second guessing your body's behavior. You and your body, you are out of touch so much that, when you approach a stimulus, you don't know how to behave. You get stressed. Develop a relationship with your body so much that you trust that your body will always react accordingly. Your body will react abnormally to abnormal situations. Your body will act normally to normal situations. Full stop. As long as you trust your body to react normally to normal situations and abnormally to abnormal situations, you're good. And you don't judge yourself. If somebody brings you abnormal situation, you react abnormally. You know, we live in a world where when people present you with abnormal situation, when you react abnormally, they call you bipolar. They present you with abnormal situation. If you react abnormally, they say you have post-traumatic, stress disorder. People presenting you with abnormal situation, wanting you to react normally. No. If a situation is abnormal, react abnormal. If a situation is normal, react normally. Do religion create anxiety? Yes, religion is the mother of anxiety. Even the way they behave in the church. The mother. Because the religion creates a discord between you and your body. The elites are not in charge of what goes. The people who are in charge, the strongest brains get to rule the world. I will tell you that for free. The strongest brains get to rule the world. What makes a brain strong? Knowledge, self-identity, self-belief, self-support, self-authenticity, self-thinking. You know, when you have all your 12 houses in order, then you become one of the strongest brains. In this world, the strongest brain make the world go round. So these elites that you're talking about, most of these people are right now old men who don't even know what's going on. The only reason why they were elites was because they had people indoctrinated in religion. Everyone was a zombie. So they were elite. Being an elite in a world of zombies is easy. Even a kindergarten child can do it. But guess what? Guess what time it is right now? We are at a time when Brains are waking up. And you don't know the type of brains that are waking up. So right now, I want you to know that wherever you are, if you are in Trinidad and Tobago, if you are in Haiti, if you are in South Africa, if you are in Lebanon, if you are in Kenya, if you are in Qatar, if you are in the Philippines, and you have the strongest brain, know that you are an elite. On default, literally, it is your brains that run the show. And that is the reason why you're seeing a lot of chaos right now, because brains are awakening and running the show, and everything is being turned upside down right now. Because right now, some of the strongest brains that we have are in the laboratory, buried in books, researching, trying to figure out the truth. And every time they get the truth, you receive downloads. That's why people call it download, download, download. Download is shared consciousness. When somebody in Equatorial Guinea discovers something of spiritual importance, that thing will be shared in the entire collective with frequencies that are able to rise to that particular level to grab it. So when you hear spiritual people talking about download is like osmotic transfer of information. Osmotic transfer of information. And guess what? You cannot grasp an information that you are not of a vibrational match to. So this is why you should even know ideas. For you to get to a point where you are getting an idea like to build Facebook or to build what? You know, people always glorify that. Oh my God, he got an idea to build a Tesla. Oh my God, he got an idea to build Facebook. Already exist, waiting for humans to raise their vibration to grasp. No human being comes with an idea out of the blues. Ideas already exist. This is not the first generation that is using phones. We are not the first generation that is using the internet. We are not the first generation that is using relationship apps, social media, whatever. We are not the first generation. But because of Hollywood, because of the Vatican, you think we are the first generation to do these things. These things have existed in time. Nothing is new under the sun, exactly. Nothing. Things just kept being recycled. Things just keep being recycled. Things just keep being recycled. So this is why poverty does not exist. Poverty is a vibrational level. It is the vibrational level of lack of self-knowledge. Because the moment you get to a point where you know yourself, then you're able to raise yourself to a vibrational level where you can take your wealth. Everybody has wealth here on default. The fact that you belong to this planet, you have wealth here on default. But you are born in dimensions where you have to go for the wealth. You have to raise your vibration to tap into the wealth by tapping into the ideas, tapping into the downloads, and so on and so forth. What does it mean spiritually when you dream you have moved into a new house? Maybe your ancestors want you to change location, internal location. What is your relationship with yourself? Is the house that you are on, do you like it? And guys, I thank you so much for bringing this house thing. Guys, your house, if there's something in your house that you don't like, change it. Your house is your subconscious self. Your house is you turned inside out. Some people, you live in a house where there's a way in which a certain chair is sitting in your house and you don't like it, but you just keep ignoring. Know that when you don't like it in the physical dimension, it's because there is a spiritual mismatch. So always ensure that your house looks exactly how you want it to look. If there is a carpet that needs to be moved a certain way, do it, guys. This is how you learn to communicate with yourself. Your body is constantly telling you things, how to improve, how to improve. I hate my house and everything inside. Yeah, time to make a change, my dear. When you hate your house and everything inside, you hate your subconscious and everything inside. So start making your house look like what you want it. And you'll see your body will be so happy. Your body will be so happy. And also, as an individual, be somebody who you're capable of making your inner child happy. The things that you said you'd buy yourself as an adult. The things you said you would have as an adult when you were a child. Every time you don't do those things, your inner child is frowning at you. Some of you don't even know you are inner child. You can't remember what you were when you were a child. That's how farly disconnected you are with your subconscious. Some people usually tell me, I can't remember myself as a child. What do you remember? When was the last time you remember? Because those are the people that literally they need spiritual rejuvenation. You must remember you are inner child. The secret on this planet is usually you are not even supposed to grow up. Your inner child is always supposed to stay the way they were. That is the secret of this particular planet. Your inner child is supposed to stay the way they were. But now as an adult, some people, they don't even remember their inner child. So what is your direction? How does one raise their vibrational frequency? The more you let go, the more light you become. The more you detach from the need to, detach from needs, mostly needs of the world. Thinking that, you need to, for example, money is usually the biggest illusion. Money and how to get money. How to get money is what causes a lot of people to fall off the spiritual path and not even get there. Once you know that it is you don't need money to become yourself. Some people, they're waiting to get money so that they can become themselves. You need yourself in order for you to become money. You need to love yourself in order for you to be loved. You need to know yourself in order for you to be known. You need to believe in yourself in order for you to be believed. You need to be authentically yourself in order for you to have an authentic environment around you. So those are some of the things that make you elevate. Your ability to know yourself, your ability to believe in yourself, your ability to support yourself, your ability to be authentic to yourself, your ability to think for yourself. Those are the things that elevate you. Elevate you. And where are you elevating to? You are elevating towards your higher self. What is your higher self? Literally, your best designed ego. Your best designed ego. That is there for the good of all and with harm to none. Because as long as your ego is harming someone, it is harming you. This is the reason why we have the problem with the white man. The white man is harming. The ego of the white man is harming the world, and with him along. So you should always make sure that your ego is for the good of all and with harm to none. Be like, when you're thinking about things to become, think about things that are helpful to nature. When you're born, you're coming here to work for nature. You're coming here to work for nature, which is yourself. Everything you find on this planet is a representation of you. Anytime you do something that harms without cause, harms another individual without cause, you are harming yourself. Anytime you're doing anything for the good of only, you think it's for the good of you, there's no you without Ubuntu. I am because you are because I am. So as long as I'm harming myself, I'm harming you. And as long as I'm harming you, I'm harming myself. It's that way, it's that way, it's that way. So just love, 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 love. Love yourself. That's the best thing you can do. Love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you love all. When you love yourself, you love all. When you love yourself, oh! Thank you so much for that. When you love yourself, you love all. When you love yourself, you love all. How? Swiri, I used to be clairvoyant, psychic as a child, but not anymore. How do I get back to it? Just walk back. Where did the rain start beating you? Where did the rain start beating you? How does one access their inner child in order to fulfill them? Before the world told you who to become, do you remember who you were? Can you remember who you were before the world told you who to become? If the world was to be in a position where you are allowed to become anything, what would you become? What would you become? There's nothing like bad memory, baby. There's nothing like bad memory. There's only things choosing to stay in your blind spot. Because you've decided to put, there's a veil. Things stay in your blind spot because there's a veil. The moment you remove that veil, you will start remembering your childhood. You will start remembering what you did in childhood. There's nothing like bad memory. Bad memory is a veil. Who put that veil on you? A lot of people were sexually molested as children. That puts a veil. Those are the only people I usually excuse to forget their childhood. People who get sexually molested as children puts a veil immediately. You won't remember, like, because you live your life trying to dissociate from that character. How do I know my totem? Who are you when you're authentic? Who are you when nobody's watching? Are you greedy? When nobody's watching, then it means you're an hyena. Are you confident? When nobody's watching, it means you're a lion. Are you extremely intuitive when nobody's watching? It means you're a tiger. So, yes. Hyenas are very greedy and they don't hide it. You see even the way they look. Yeah. That when you want to look at what greed looks like in nature, if you want to see what greed looks like in nature, look at the hyenas. Snakes in dreams, awakening. Guys, anything to do with snakes, awakening. You're being told, wake up, man, wake up. Periods and moon phase. That one I'm not talking about today. Today I've talked about totems. Just tell me that out of the topics that I've taught, I want to only talk about the things that people want to talk about. Because I have them here. In week 1, I taught about the holy science. Week 2, I taught about sexually transmitted diseases, spiritually transmitted diseases, how nyota is stolen, and how to recover. Then week 3, I taught about physiognomy, Bantu origin, Nilotic origins, and totems. Week 4, I gossiped. Week 5, there was astrological weather, femicide, male origins, menstrual power, and femicide shift ritual. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Venyetu, I've told you. Guys, normalize knowing the zodiac signs of the people you interact with. Because this is how nyota is stolen. In order for you to be a star, you have to excel in all the houses. Your head has to be straight. Like literally, your authenticity has to be. You have to be authentic. You have to support yourself. You have to think for yourself. You have to feel yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to analyze yourself. Then you have to balance yourself. You have to desire yourself. You have to see yourself. Use yourself. Believe yourself, and then know yourself. Those are the things you need to become nyota, to become a star. Anytime somebody is tampering with any of them, they are stealing your star. For example, the reason why I'm telling you, for you, you have to know the zodiac sign of the people you interact with. If you are gullible, let's say you are a gullible Taurus. You are a Taurus, you're just living for yourself, you support yourself properly. And then you meet another Taurus who is demonic, doesn't support themselves at all. You decide to mingle, you decide to have intercourse, whether it is social intercourse or sexual intercourse. When you decide to have social or sexual intercourse with this Taurus, they will take away your, if you're not grounded in yourself, that self-support that you had, it will go away. You will be like, oh my God, but I used to believe in myself so much. What happened to me? You had intercourse with a demonic Pisces. Oh my God, I used to sing so well. I used to sing so well. What happened to my voice? You had intercourse with a demonic Taurus. And intercourse doesn't have to be sexual. It can be social. You let them in your ear. You let them in your ear. Chest pains. You were just okay, and then all of a sudden your chest starts paining. You had intercourse with a demonic Cancer. You are having heart problems suddenly. You have intercourse with a demonic Leo. Everyone is energy. And these people, they walk into your life either to butcher you or to elevate you. How do you know? Because these people, they will look the same. The person who is coming to butcher you and the person who is coming to elevate you, they will look the same. How do you know the difference? Trust the body. Trust the body. That's the only way you know. Guys, and this can be very dangerous. Nobody is looking at your back. Nobody is keeping an eye on your back for you, but your ancestors. You will meet people and you don't know whether this person has come to hijack your spirituality or they've come to elevate you. How you know? Listen to the body. Your body will just tell you. Your body will mock them. When you're already talking to them there, your body will now start telling you, now look at them. You know, trust your body and learn to gossip with your body more than you gossip with anybody else on this planet. Because the gossips that you do with your body, harmless. Harmless. When you meet someone and your body just starts telling you, hey, they're running short. They're not impressive. They're running short. Not impressive at all. In fact, your body now wants to start laughing at them with you. When such kind of things start happening, or suddenly you're just afraid. You're just anxious. Listen to your body and make your body your best gossip partner. It will save you from a lot of issues and it will help you with a lot of discernment. Gossip about people with your body. Don't be afraid. In fact, if you want to slander someone within yourself, but don't say it. Because the moment you say it, you've casted a spell. Casted a spell. But normalize slandering people, even laughing at people within your body. Judge people within your body. Because the judgment of people, your body will never do anything to sabotage you. Your body is not somebody who will now say that, oh, you know, they told me this. Your body will not go to someone and start telling them that so-and-so was talking about you. It will never do that to you. So normalize, try it. Just try it. You will realize how much peace you will have. Because your body's judgment is accurate. If your body tells you that somebody looks funny, they look funny. If your body tells you that somebody feels funny, they feel funny, my friend. But the problem is people always wait. They start gossiping with other people. Your body is not the one telling you you are listening to other people. That is where you get into trouble. But if that judgment is coming, also let the judgment come, but don't be pere. You're going to tell everybody that, you know, me, I think no. Unless you want to live by the sword and die by the sword, then that is when you bring your own judgment on people. You did not come here to judge anybody. But did you come here to gossip with your body about people? You can have fun. Have fun. That's no sin. Because it did not come out. But what it does is, let me tell you guys the witchcraft behind this. When you're laughing at somebody in your head, their spirit know. Their spirit know. So this is a good thing. It is a good thing in that you can use this technique to help people work on themselves without you having to shout it on their face, because people get defensive. People have demons that protect them. Demonic side of someone is the side of someone that protects them. So when you stay within yourself and you project on them within yourself, they will get it through osmosis and they will make the change. Like literally that thought will appear to them as if it is their own. When you let the thought remain in you, but you channel it to someone, it will appear into their brain as if it is their own thought. And now there we don't have a problem. It will appear to them as if their own body is criticizing them. When their own body appear to criticize them, now it will now depend. Do they have a receptor for it? If they have a receptor for it, pray for them to do the necessary adjustments so that they kill the problem. If they don't have a receptor for it, there's a lesson for you who sent that energy for you to learn. Because also not all criticism have receptors in people. You can meet me and then you telepathically tell me, oh my God, I think your nose is so big. And me, I don't think my nose is so big. That thought will come to me as self-criticism, but I'll block it off immediately. I'll say, what the fuck? Who is, I'll call myself and I'll tell them, who is coming up with that thought, Omera? And if you're psychic enough, you can even know where the thought has come from. But those are ushirikina manenos. Those are ushirikina manenos. How do I connect to my spirituality, my ancestry, and my growth? By connecting to yourself, baby. Connect to yourself. Connect to yourself. Do you listen to Pastor Ezekiel? No. I've never had a sermon by Pastor Ezekiel. Maybe it will come to me later. But specifically, I hear sermons from Pastor Nganga. Nganga is the one I hear about. Ezekiel, no. And me, I like Nganga, by the way. For the people who hate him, me, I like him. Oh. I like him. I can fuck with him, like literally. I like him. How to know your house's placements. That one I will teach you guys on a separate. That is an entire topic. Because there are people who don't remember their birthday, or your mom died, you don't know your birthday, whatever. I have a topic that I will teach on that specifically for such people. Thank you so much. Talk about Miss World and touching Miss Personas. I don't even want to talk about Miss World. Though. I don't want to talk about it. It was ghetto. Human design. What is human design, guys? How can you know it's self-sabotage or external spiritual attacks that keep you stagnant? How can you know it's self-sabotage or external spiritual attacks? I don't know how that question has been asked, but let me try and answer it. How do you know it's self-sabotage? Your body will never do anything to sabotage you. So how do you know it's self-sabotage? When it is coming from an external force. When it is coming from an external force, and how does it come from an external force? Guys, know your energies and stay with your energies. This is now spiritual cleanliness. There is awakening, and then there is walking in awakening. Walking with awakening. Now, being on the path of awakening, cleanliness is next to godliness always. Always ensure you have your own energies more percentage of the time than you have other people's energies. How do you ensure this? First of all, food is energy. Interaction with people is energy. Every time you're talking with people, you are exchanging energy. And these people have a say in your life. They influence the way you think. They influence your thoughts and everything. Those are where sabotage comes from. If you feel like you're somebody who you self-sabotage a lot, and you don't have fibroids, or you don't come from a family of people with fibroids, fast, isolate, and then see what your body will want to do after that fasting and isolating. Yeah. If you come from a family of people with fibroids, know that you have a whole spiritual work against you. You have a whole spiritual work that you need to do intentionally. If you're somebody who you come from a family of people with fibroids, Jealousy is something you need to work against. And jealousy is brought by comparison. Stop comparing yourself if you have fibroids. The first thing you need to abort is comparison. Never compare yourself to anybody if you want to work against fibroids. How do we fast? How many hours? My baby, do your fasting according to what your body can take. Honor, this life is not perfect. Perfection is illusion. You can even fast for 2 days for a start. Don't go for big things. Don't bite more than you can chew. You can even start fasting. If you've never fasted before, go 2 days without food and see. If you see you can go 2 days, next time go 1 week. If you see you can go 1 week, pole. Don't go from never fasting before to fasting for 1 month. You will die, my friend. You will. And who are you? Who are you competing with? Where are you rushing to? It is no competition. There's no prize at the end of the day. That, oh, by the way, you are able to fast for 30 days on 1 day. Nobody is going to reward you. So take your time with things. Pole. Start slowly. You see the way a child learns how to walk. That is how you should behave anytime you are starting anything new. Even with communicating with animals. Some people, you get into awakening today and you want to act like, oh my God, now I am speaking with animals in the jungle. You must lower yourself to learn. You must become an empty vessel. You must allow yourself to start from the beginning, from scratch. When you start from scratch, gradual. Universal things are gradual. Natural things are gradual. Pole. You will reach to a place where you are running. When you find yourself, you want to do it in 1 day. Ego. And ego only comes when you're competing with somebody. Stop competing with somebody. I usually tell my followers, compete with your mother. People who have the most work to do are Europeans. A lot of Europeans are coming from lineages that had money. A lot of Europeans are coming from parents who went to school up to the 6th generation. Africans, our bar is very low. Compete with your mother. If your mother was an elite, woe unto you, you need to become now an alien. But a lot of us Africans, we know we don't have that much of a baggage. So don't come here and start competing with me or competing with... You don't know where I'm coming from. You don't know the path I've followed. When you start comparing yourself to other people, you are going to brew jealousy whether you like it or not. Comparison is the pill of jealousy, and jealousy is the poison you take willingly. Jealousy is the poison you take willingly. Why? Because you're busy. Instead of comparing yourself to your mother, you are comparing yourself to Ariana Grande. You are comparing yourself to Rihanna. You are comparing yourself to, Hollywood illusions. Compare yourself to your mother. And as long as you are doing better than your mother is proud of you, her mother is proud of you, the mother of her mother is proud of you, the mother of her mother is proud of you, the mother of her... You've gotten yourself to where they longed to be. Move slowly. Move slowly. If you start comparing yourself to anyone other than your own lineage and your own parents, fibroids, jealousy will come, and then years of jealousy, fibroids. That's what it is. I will tell you that for free. So, move slowly, Owada. Leave people who are running to run. Leave people who are running to run. Some people, and a lot of people who are running, you'll find out that they've dissociated from their backgrounds. They've dissociated from their ancestry. They've dissociated from back home. Now they are hares, they are rabbits, they are running a race of rabbits. Don't. Painful ovulation. If you are somebody who you have painful ovulation, your ancestors are fighting with you. When you have painful periods, your ancestors are fighting with you. Ask yourself why. It's because during the month, you are not listening to your body. During the month, you are doing things to please the society. And this has caught a lot of women. A lot of women are still looking into Europe for inspiration. You still think that having posh, whatever, that is the life. A lot of people have painful periods every month because of that. Because of where you are headed. What is your direction? What is your direction? You want to rush. You are rushing to get into the illusions because you're seeing other women, somebody as a white man somewhere. You don't know what people go through behind closed doors. When you see people posting things, you don't know. Hey, social media. So just compare yourself to your mother. If you're doing better than your mother, continue doing better, and you will get to where you are going. Don't put your bearing outside your lineage. Don't put your bearing outside your lineage. Don't put your bearing outside your lineage. Don't compete with people outside your lineage. You don't know where somebody started from. You don't know where they're headed. Really heavy periods is a signification of too much energy. You're using too much energy during the month. Who are you giving your energy during the month? You are the type of people who pay black tax. Or if you're not paying black tax, you have a husband you're caring about, you are taking care of financially, emotionally, everything. You are using too much energy. If you are having too much bleeding, you're using too much energy. The writings are always on the walls. Too much energy. And that will graduate into endometriosis. It will get into endometriosis if you're not careful. Irregular period. There are two types of irregular period. There's a period where you have 2 periods in 1 month. If you're somebody who you're having 2 periods in 1 month, know that the universe knows the situation you are in is deadly. You are either dating somebody who will kill you or who is planning to kill you. There is an attack around you and you don't know. The universe is literally taking care of you twice. That is one irregular period. If you're having irregular periods where you are missing periods, this month you have periods, next month you don't, that is you standing up for somebody else. Maybe there's a sister in your family who is married to an abusive husband and you know. Or maybe your mom is being abused by your father and you know. When you know about it, you're sharing in their pain. So you will give them. Instead of having your own periods, you are supporting them. So when you're missing your periods, it's also your periods are being used somewhere else. If you're getting 2 periods, somebody's periods is being given to you. It's literally that way. Why do I feel guilty after abortion? I don't know. Abortion, children are like manifestations. Women who can give birth, know that as long as you can give birth, you are similar to somebody who is manifesting something. That's just as far as it goes. Have you ever manifested something and reach a point and be like, I don't need it anymore? And you abort mission? You've aborted. That is what it is. So if you feel guilty after aborting, maybe you aborted something that was good for you. Maybe it was good for you. Maybe you did not need to abort it. I don't know. People, you make decisions every day. Life is all about decisions. Life is all about the choices that you make. The choices that you make have consequences. Be ready to deal with those consequences. Be ready always to deal with those consequences. Charles Asante Sana. Charles, send me something. Oh. I'm seeing you're a man. Send me something. Oh. Chaliso. How to deal with the evil eye. Have no receptor for evil eye. Have no receptor for evil eye. As long as you are doing evil, you are speaking evil, you're seeing evil, you're hearing evil, then you are attracting evil. So have no receptor for evil. Be somebody who you are neat even behind closed doors. Be somebody who, even when you are interacting with the most useless people, the people who the society considers the most useless, you are a kind human being. You are you treat them with compassion and everything. That's how you kill the evil eye in your life. Don't touch my anointed. God says, do not touch my anointed. Those who respect the inner authority, if you respect your inner authority and you become a noble human being, then God will protect you. God will protect you. Procrastination. Now, I want you guys to know that procrastination can be an attack. But it can also be advantageous. This is why I'm telling you, the relationship between you and your body is the most important. It's the most important in this world. Because procrastination can be life-saving as much as it can be detrimental. It can be witchcraft attack. So you must know, is this procrastination, because sometimes your body will procrastinate just so that you get to a day where Mars is in the sky, like Mars is powerful, so that you take action there instead of taking action when Mars was weak. Not that type of procrastination. Your body will delay you until you get more inspired. Your body will delay you until something better comes up, better than the original idea. Know when that is happening. But also know when negative entities are keeping you from taking the action that will lead to your elevation. That is also another side to procrastination. And how you kill this other side of procrastination is, whenever you feel inspired, reduce the distance between thinking about it and taking action towards bringing it to life. If you feel inspired, reduce the distance between thinking and acting. The moment you feel inspired, make sure this distance between thinking and acting is very short, very short, very short, very short. But one thing that you must know at the back of your mind is, never take action until you are 100% inspired. The secret of this world, the secret to success is never taking action until you are 100% inspired and you know you are going to show up 100%. If you know you will not show up 100%, that's a type of procrastination that you should give into. Give into a procrastination when you know, read the writings on the wall. You need to do something, but some money is not much getting in, or you need a particular paint is not coming or whatever. The writings are always on the wall. When you need to delay because you are not at a full 100% energetic point to take action, no. This is, your body will tell you. Your body will tell you, that one, if we take action, we will flop, my friend. That one, if we take action, we will flop. Listen to those ones. Always take action when you are 100% inspired. And then, the moment you feel inspired, when you feel that 100% inspired, stand up and do it. Stand up and do it. It doesn't matter whether you've been waiting for years. When you feel inspired, stand up and do it. And always only do things so that you know you are going to give it 100%. Guys, this thing of you guessing at, I'm just going to guess, I'm just going to try, it is a colonial illusion. Don't do things until you know that you are 100% in capacity to do it. Because you will end up bringing miscarriages. You're birthing a child at 20 weeks. You're birthing a child at 7 months. You're birthing a child. Don't also. Like literally, it all requires you to communicate with your body. Communicate with your body like you would communicate with a child. Ask your body, even if you reach a point where you don't know what to do, ask your body, hey, tell me what to do. Your body will tell you. A lot of people, you struggle because you don't want, you treat your body like a teacher that you fear. You treat your body like a teacher that you fear. If you reach a point where you are in a horn of dilemma, tell your body, hey, tell me what to do. Have me feel what to do. And if even after doing that, your body feels tired, rest, my friend. Your body will always answer you immediately. Tell you, we are tired now. Put that aside. Let's take a shower and drink some coffee. Or your body will tell you, just move. This is the right time to move. This is the right time to eat. It's the right time to eat. Your body will tell you. So communication with your body is the most essential thing when it comes to that procrastination thing. Do bedbugs have a spiritual meaning? Poverty, my friend. A period of lack is coming. Just the same way ants, they represent a period of abundance is coming. When you see ants are so much in Bantu lands, but they are everywhere. When you see ants, know a period of abundance is coming. When you see bedbugs, know that a period of poverty is coming. Yes. I don't even know what crickets are. Most of these things, I know them in my language, my dears. I am independent, but really crave physical contact, Swiri. Yo! Have physical contact with yourself. Just have physical contact with yourself. Oh, because I can tell you, right now, it's almost like the whole world. Like literally people who are choosing to... I'm talking about spiritual people. Contact right now, it's delicate. It's delicate. We are at a very delicate time, especially if you are spiritual. I don't even think we've made it to 144,000 fractals yet. I don't think we have. So it's such a delicate time. I would advise you to just have physical contact with yourself. Physical contact with yourself. Physical contact with yourself. Ask for your body to protect you through the hard times of celibacy. Because it is very easy to get infected right now. The veil is very thin. The veil is very thin. And you know what has been going on in the world, what went down in the world. Just hold on, hold on. Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. Dogs have been after me in my dreams for years. Loyalty, you are not loyal to yourself. You are somebody who you can betray yourself in a heartbeat. And when you are not loyal to yourself, you cannot be loyal to anyone. So dogs will always have chase you. Talk about celibacy. What about it? You know, when we talk about celibacy, I don't know whether celibacy is like literally complete depraval of sexual intimacy or just sexual contact with other people. What is celibacy? Somebody define. I've been seeing myself back in high school in my dreams. If you ever dream that you've gone back to school, that day, and by the way, dreams are not things that you dream today and then you ask next week, what did that mean? You dream today, it happens tomorrow. You dream today, it happens tomorrow. So by the time you're asking next week, know that it already happened. So when you dream, like let's say today I go to sleep and I dream that I'm back in high school. Know that during tomorrow, now on Thursday, the universe is testing you. You are in an exam room. There's something in your life that is being tested. You're going back to school. There's something in your life you're going back to school for. It is not a matter of being afraid of. Don't be afraid of it. It's just that there's a lesson that the universe wants you to learn. And it has been trying to make sure that you learn it. And now it is time to take an exam. When you dream about going to school, that's what it is. Losing teeth in my dream. My God, that is witchcraft. If you dream that you're losing teeth in your dream, there is someone within your vicinity on the physical dimension who wants to tamper with your ability to digest emotions. Do you know how people tamper with other people's ability to digest emotions? lying to you, not giving you the correct information, or not giving you information as it's supposed to be, slandering someone's names to you in a lying matter, so that you end up hating somebody who did not do anything wrong to you. Those are some of the ways in which people tamper with your ability to digest emotions, by giving you wrong information or misleading your consciousness. You guys have dreams. I usually linger this topic of dreaming because people dream so much. Being lost in a dream. It means when you're lost in a dream. Oh, now, first of all, let me just, guys, stop asking about dreams. Let me just explain so that you can dissect your dream by yourself. What are dreams? Remember, you get 24 hours a day. Life is mathematics. If you did not like maths in primary school, high school, or university, I'm sorry, but life is math. You get 24 hours every day. Out of these 24 hours you get every day, you get 12 of them for you to spend with your physical people. And then the other 12, you get it to spend with your spiritual people. Meaning you get 12 hours within and 12 hours outside. So anytime you are in the dreamland, you are within yourself. You are inside yourself. But you being inside yourself comes before you being outside yourself. So what you dream is dictating what is going to happen the next day. So intuition comes before memory. Dreams, they come before the daylight. So what you're dreaming is not you. Some people, you think what you dream is about what the day that has just passed. But no, actually your dreams are new every day. They are the directors, the drivers of your physical being. So what I dream today, it will happen tomorrow. What I dream tomorrow, it will happen the next day. It's not like what happened yesterday is what I'll dream today. No. It is what you dream today that happens tomorrow. What you dream today happens tomorrow. What you dream today happens tomorrow. Exactly. If you want to start stressing your dream, start stressing your dream. If you've seen a snake, I go to sleep today and I see a snake in my dream. My ancestors are urging me, tomorrow there'll be a chance of awakening. Tomorrow there'll be a chance of awakening your soul. Will you do it? If I dream with a lion in my sleep, tomorrow there'll be a chance of being confident. Will you do it? So literally what goes on in your dream, like for example, this person who's saying, I feel lost in my dream. When you feel lost in your dream, it means you feel lost in yourself. You're lost in yourself. You don't know where your bearing is. You don't know where you are headed in life. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you've come from. Probably because people just, you're like a shell, a seashell by the sea. Everybody comes and sways you. Everybody sways you. You need to develop your ground and know who you are. Mom, teach me how to pray and connect with my ancestors. This is the easiest way. Just tell this body, I love you so much. Start by that. Go into the mirror. Tell that image that you see, I love you so much. And then start. If you don't love that image, don't also lie. Don't also lie. If you don't love that image, maybe you don't like your dress code, change your dress code in a way that it will be admirable to you. You know, change your hair. Make you look desirable to yourself. That is exactly how you make your ancestors desirable to you, and them making you desirable to them. It is here. Here is how you start. We live in a world that tells you this, but don't listen to yourself. Yourself will always misguide you. Witchcraft, cult behavior. Your body will never do anything to jeopardize you. And when you see your body is giving you results that you don't like, then know that you are treating it in a way that it does not like. What about mommy water? Mommy water, we still have them. One thing you need to know is that the deities, like let's say the waters. This is a chain. There's a long chain. We are so interconnected. We are so interconnected that we have representations of human beings in nature. Like for example, when you come to Nairobi, you hear that Nairobi is the only city in the world that has a national park inside. When you come to Nairobi and you walk in those national parks and you're seeing a rhino, know that there are human beings that are alive because that rhino is alive there. There are human beings who are interconnected. Their spirituality is so interconnected with that rhino. The same way when you go into the lakes, you look at a lake, you see it's a water body. No, there are women who are directly entangled with that lake. And the way that woman is treated in the physical dimension is the way that lake will behave. When you see a lion at the Serengeti, know that there's a population, everything is represented. Everything is representation of itself. So even the deities like Mami Wata, that goes back to Oshun at the end of the day. The moon, when you see the moon, know there's representation of that. And there are people who can reach vibrational level where they embody that particular body. They embody the sun, they embody the moon. Those are vibrational levels that exist for people to embody them. So always know that everything is interconnected. When you are busy butchering an elephant in the bush, know that there's a divine feminine being butchered among the public. When you see a lion is running to catch an antelope, know that that is happening. When you see a bird killing a snake, know that there's a free spirit somewhere killing an awakening. Probably that awakening. And then when you see it happening in nature, know that it is supposed to happen. You know that it was supposed to happen when you see it happening. So even people who look into the jungle and they're like, oh my God, the animals are butchering each other so much. It's supposed to happen. You're just not supposed to look at it as a lion killing a zebra. You are supposed to look at it, what does the zebra represent? Elegance. The lion does not attack a zebra. The lion goes for the weakest, the weakling of the herd. So when a zebra gets caught, know that that is an elegance that is outdated, that needed to leave the dimension. When a snake gets killed, know that that is an awakening that probably awakened in the wrong dimension. Because also, the universe is constantly self-cleansing. Not everybody awakens towards the right direction. So things are constantly being eliminated. So you should never look at things with pity or whatever. Even your time will come and a lorry will run over you and people will move on when it's your time to be gone. So these things, when you look at them, especially when they are happening in nature, just know it's the urge of nature. Nature is self-cleansing. Nature is self-cleansing. And as long as you're alive, thank God. Oh, keep going. It is the squid game over here. Tomorrow it can be you. Today it might be the porcupine in the forest. Tomorrow it will be you. So just squid game style. Squid game style. Yes. Yeah, like literally things happen. You know it was supposed to happen when you see it happening. That's how you know it was supposed to happen. Things that are not supposed to happen don't happen. So just when you look at things with a religious eye, you will always pity everything. You're pitying even things that are necessary. Sometimes when you pity an animal killing another animal in the jungle, it's like you're pitying the lorry drivers who walk in homesteads picking trash. Those people, they have to pick trash every day. So imagine if there's an alien who came from another dimension and seeing them picking trash and they're like, oh my God, look at them. They are taking those people's things. It's their job. It's their job. It's the job of the hawk to pick the chicken that the mother is not well protective of. That's how they survive. Without that, they will not survive. Yeah, so what about an owl? Owl is literally a very intuitive. Kwanza, let me just check the owl here because I have it. I love the owls so much, but when you look at how the birds in Kenya are being treated, Kenya, we need some work people in wildlife. We really need some work people in wildlife, because when our birds are so scared, and I know they are afraid because of what people do to them. You know, they don't want to interact with people. But you go to Europe and birds take food from your mouth if you're not careful. Where is that owl? Owl here. These are the wisest. They are the wisest. Kwanza, people with owl totems are very wise. You cannot love an owl if you're not wise. And if you're dumb, you probably hate the owl. You cannot even stand looking at it in the eye. Do you know that people they cannot even stand looking at an animal in the eye? The other day I was walking a dog, and a woman, this woman who met me with the dog, she trembled upon the eye of the dog meeting her own eye. Oh, she trembled. Literally, she couldn't control it. The central nervous system. This is why awakening is very important. Awaken, please, so that you don't have to fear yourself. Let me lift this thing up a little bit. How to know if someone is manifesting you? They will be in your mind all the time. That is if you have a receptor. If someone is manifesting you and you don't have a receptor, it will be like, Ibro winyo kagimangama kaka Ibro winyo kaka bueno wijaora. See the chicken? The chicken does not hear the river as much because it is in the homestead. So if somebody is manifesting you and you are not a vibrational match, it will be like when a pigia mbuzi guitar. They are pigaing, they are gongaing drums for a goat. You will not hear. Harvesting ripe mangoes with dead relatives. Guys, what dreams do you guys have? My God! Harvesting mangoes with dead relatives. Hey, that's deep, man. Shoo! Are you Mkamba? How to break limiting belief. Believe in yourself. And believe that nobody's calling the shots here. You know, the people that I pity the most are people who think there's someone calling the shots. There are certain people who think someone is calling the shots, so they feel they need to people please. Thinking that if they people please, they'll get... they'll get an easy pass. No, nobody's calling the shots. It is your work. What can you do? What can you do? That is what is calling the shots, my friend. Nobody is calling the shots. And nobody cares. Nobody cares whether you succeed or you fail. Whether you succeed or you fail, the world will go on. So, do with that information what you please. Nobody cares about you. Life is a DIY project. What DIY project do you want to bring to life? What DIY project can you bring to life by yourself? Is it a university? Is it a dancing school? Is it a teaching club? Is it a research institution? What do you want to bring to life? And then walk towards it. Your ancestors will put people on the way now to help you get there. Some people, you don't have a DIY project, but you're busy looking for project mates. You're busy looking for, who can I work with? Nobody, you know, people who are, one thing I've noticed about life up to this point that I've lived is that serious people don't waste time. Serious people don't waste time. Serious people will come to you like, yo, I need you. They already know, okay, I need you to do this for me. This is the budget that I have. This is where I'm going. Those are people who know where they're going. They will come to you and they'll tell you, this is what I need from you, Swiri Nyar Kano. Please give me this, and then this, and then I go, Serious people. Do you know what jokers do? Jokers will first of all write you a long email or a long WhatsApp, whatever. Zero arrangement, zero organization. They've done nothing. They don't know how they are going to achieve anything, but they've written a whole email of how they can do whatever. The moment you find somebody talking a lot, they want you guys to meet a lot, nothing is being talked about, nothing, no direction. That is somebody who's just siphoning your energy. They don't know where to go. Now they want you to keep you. People who are serious, they come and they tell you, hey, you are such a good model. I need you some clothes. I'm going to showcase. Please, let me work with you. Oh, you're such a good content creator. Please create this content for me. This is my budget. I need short and precise. Time wasters talk a lot. People who want to waste your time, they will bring a lot, and they will never talk about the monetary gain. They will never talk about the symbiosis, like the symbiotic balance between you two. And those are people you just tell them, my friend. And you do know what will make you tell them that easily? When you believe in your craft, when you know you have your own DIY project you're building, my friend. But when you don't have any DIY project you're building, you want to fall for anything. Anything goes, anything goes, anything goes. Time wasting goes. Can you come and waste your time a little bit? You go. Please, waste your time reading this email. All of it, there's nothing at the end of the day. You read. You're wasting your energy. Also, guys, preservation of energy is very important. This thing that I told you, only act when everything is in alignment. You need to preserve your energy so much that when you hit. Don't be somebody who, the day that you're supposed to be hitting is in 20 days time. In 20 days time, you're supposed to be hitting. But prior to 20 days, the first day, you are somewhere else trying to eat. The second day, you're somewhere, like literally, you're wasting your energy everywhere else so much that when now the target comes, you have no energy. You have no energy. You have no energy now to hit because you've wasted your time on everything else. And nobody will tell you that by then that one is going to waste your time. By then that one is going to waste your time. It will take your own self-integrity, self-respect, self-analysis, and discernment. That's all. Nobody will come tell you. Talk of sleep paralysis. What you guys always call sleep paralysis is that period. I told you, you get 12 hours to be with yourself and 12 hours to be with the rest of the world. There is a period where you are with yourself and you want to be with the rest of the world. The transition is not always smooth. Some people, they like to spend more time within themselves because when they come to the rest of the world, they don't even know who they are. So the transition point becomes difficult. And the more out of touch you are with yourself, the more transitions become difficult. The more out of touch you are with yourself, the more the transitional points become difficult because your body wants to spend more time in the ancestral realm. But it is time for you to come back to this physical dimension. So you are somebody who you are like a student that doesn't like to go to school. You are always late to school. Why? Because you love being home. That is exactly what sleep paralysis is. You love being home, so you are always late to school. Why? Because you hate school. How do you stop it? Make sure you like school. Change schools or do something so that your school and your home are the same. It is the same, like you feel the same when you are in both. Because as within should be so without. Let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. When your will is not being done on earth as it is inside of you, as it is in heaven, you will have an issue being outside of you. Because guess what? The inside of you is going on. The inside of you is going on. Somebody is telling me, Swiri, you said we should not be early for slavery. So you want to tell me that you should not be early for your life? Because now here we are talking about dreams. We are talking about you transitioning. You want to sleep forever. You want to be in the dream world forever, then die. When you die, you go into this dream state forever. If you feel like living is slavery. If you feel like living is slavery, then it means somebody else is enslaving you. Get out. Not everyone is enslaved. Make sure you put the work. Strengthen your neck. Meaning strengthen your support system, your self-support system, and get out of slavery. If you cannot, you can dream. The dream world is usually very timed. You cannot live beyond. You cannot live in it for so much. And you know what is happening in your dream is what is supposed to be happening in your day. So if you are this person who you do nothing in the day, the dreams will continue to do the work. So you'll be like an individual who you are building a pyramid in the dream world, but there's nothing in the day. You're not building anything in the day. It will reach a point where you want to spend more time in the dream world than in the day. Remember, the dream world does not stop. The subconscious builds. Your subconscious is constantly building. If you're supposed to become a president by the age of 40, your subconscious will make sure it is a president by the age of 40. Your physical, remember, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So when you are coming into this particular dimension, you knew by the age of 40 you are the president. But because of illusions, because of, the way the world is set up, and also your own individual work towards awakening, you don't do any work on a daily basis. So in the dream world, you're busy building yourself as a president. You're preparing as a president. But in the real world, you are not doing any work to become the president. It will reach a point where now you want to spend more time at that place where you are the president. You will want to spend more time in the subconscious. And the more the more there is a rift between your subconscious and your conscious, the more towards death you're moving. The more there is a rift between your conscious and your subconscious, the more towards death you're moving. Because your subconscious, know that your subconscious is born fully. Your subconscious is represented by the heart. The heart is born fully developed. Fully developed. The brain is born empty. So it means memory is born empty, the heart is born fully developed. Your heart already knows what you're becoming, what you're supposed to become. And it will continue to build in the dream world. It will continue to build in the dream world what you're supposed to become. But will your memory build with you? Will your memory build with you? If it is not happening, mismatch, discord, paralysis, all that. Somebody is asking me, sleeping with mirrors in the same. It depends on your own spiritual stand. Guys, also know that people are spiritual in different levels. The fact that you're even asking me this question, maybe you feel ish about it. If you know you are your own enemy, don't sleep with a mirror inside your, not even anywhere. If you know you are your own enemy, if you know you don't like yourself, if you know you talk shit about yourself, never sleep with a mirror anywhere. Because guess what? At night, that enemy comes out. At night, the enemy comes out. And you don't want the enemy seeing themselves. So, if you know you hate yourself, stay away from spiritual things in general. Mirror is also a spiritual thing. If you know you hate yourself, stay away from spiritual things. Stay away from even the Nazar. Stay away from even the crystals. They will mess you up because they will elevate the demon in you that will self-attack. I like your makeup. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Guys. Today I'm not even asking for gifts. But it's okay. My gifters, you can rest today. You can rest today. Are tattoos forbidden? By who, my friend? By the Vatican? Oh, Stella, thank you. Yamadesu. I usually see Yamadesu here every day. Where is my natural princess? I don't know. Are you talking about Moana? You can find her in the island of, I don't know what. What is Moana's island? Maui of Montenegro. So what does it mean when somebody says they are scared of your eyes? Or your eyes look scared? I don't know. Ask them. You know, you don't see yourself. So what it should mean is you don't know, my friend. Unless you are somebody who you walk with your face looking at you. Then maybe you can answer that question. How people react to your vessel, that is not your problem. That is their problem with your ancestors. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. What does nail biting habit mean? Inability to, like people who bite their nails are scared. That's how you just know they're spiritually scared. They are removing the protection. I've just heard a sound. I don't know what that means. When you forget your dreams, is a good thing. If you're somebody who you forget your dream, thank goodness. Like, but if you are somebody who you forget your dreams, but there are dreams that you remember, pay attention to the dreams that you remember. But literally forgetting your dreams is the goal. If your dreams are things that, like, if your ancestors feel they need to remind you of where you are at, then take precaution. But if your ancestors feel like you don't need to remember, it means you are aligned. What is happening in your dream life is concurrent to what is happening in your real life. So you don't need to remember anything because you are moving for good. You're moving good. So if you don't remember your dreams, don't take it as a negative thing. It's a good thing. Whether you sleep high or not, dreams that you're supposed to remember, you will remember. And dreams you're not supposed to remember, you will not remember. You will try to remember them and remembering them and they'll be running away. Don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. When your dreams are doing that, you're trying to recall them and they're like, don't touch me, don't touch me. Just know that you are on the right track. You are not supposed to remember your dreams. I don't know what anybody else tells you, but you're not supposed to be remembering your dreams. What is the point? What goes on in the dream world is the same as what goes on in the day world. So if what goes on in the dream world is not matching what is going on in the day world, that is when your ancestors feel they need to tell you that, you know what? Kuna ka apa. We need to bugo apa. Bugo apa. But then if they don't need to, they will not. Yeah, they will not. Bad entities. Yes, dream is where you get manipulated. That is what they call space. Dreamland is where space is where space is made. It is what happens in the dreams that happen tomorrow. So if you want to know what is happening tomorrow, you must go into the dream world. And of course, entities that are aware of this are capable of manipulating. We don't know what the Europeans know, by the way. We don't know what they know. For them to have been able to hypnotize an entire race of people throughout the world, don't underestimate that kind of power. Don't think that is a small power. Somebody saying US bans TikTok. Has it banned it? I've been hearing it's supposed to. Is the news out that it has been banned? Hey, do you do astral projection? Everyone does astral projection. Gosh. It's not a big deal. It's just that you can astral project in awareness, but everyone astral projects out of awareness. When you go to sleep, that is what you go do. You go astral projecting. So everyone astral projects, whether you know it or not, you astral project. It's not that deep, yes. It's not that deep. Oh. It's not that deep. Because at the end of the day, everyone in this particular realm is limited. You are limited to your own lineage, DNA, and your level of awareness and awakening. There are people who they don't astral project in awareness, and then there are people who they astral project in awareness. People who do it in awareness, they don't get access to other people's dimensions. It's just like the spirit realm is the same as the physical dimension. People have gates, people have protection, people have walls. There are people in the spirit realm who have walls. You cannot enter. So just know that astral projection is walking. It is like walking in your neighborhood. That is what astral projection is, but now at night in your dream. So imagine walking in a neighborhood. You cannot enter the places where you are not supposed to enter. You cannot go to places where you are not supposed to go. There are some angels, like the seraphim. Do you know seraphim? This angel that has many eyes. Do you know by then the idea of angels? Guys, angels are not, you know, when people look at angels, I don't know, the Christians, they think angels is a human being, is an entity somewhere. Angels is a collective force. For example, let me tell you what an angel is from a physical dimension. Let's say, for example, me, I was raised in a family where dogs are not feared. In fact, we embrace dogs and we are together with dogs. So I come from a family where we don't fear dogs. Meaning, we are loyal. We are naturally loyal to ourselves. That is angelic protection. Wherever you will go that they have dogs and they are loyal to themselves, they will always protect you. That is what angel is. As long as you have it within you, people who have it will protect you wherever you go. And there are different angels on this particular planet. They are angels of truth. They are angels of bravery. They are angels of stubbornness. They are angels of beliefs. They are angels of truth. As long as you can speak the truth, wherever you will go, anybody who speaks the truth in the world will protect you. Will speak truth with you, will speak truth for you, will speak truth to you. As long as you have self-loyalty, all self-loyal people, whether they are your relatives, whether they are not your relatives, whether they know you, whether they don't know of your existence, they will spiritually protect you as long as they are also loyal to themselves. Are you guys getting that? From today, when you start thinking about angels, don't start thinking about angels that, it's an entity somewhere. No. Angels is spiritual, the connectedness that we have. As long as I have it, like literally, rites of passages in Africa, process of like circumcision and all, they were enhancing the angelic processes. For example, you were being taught in your village the virtues of your village members. And they would initiate you so much that anywhere you would go in the world, as long as you have that within you, as long as you have that loyalty, you can interact with people, you can mingle with people. Everywhere you will go, you will be protected. Naturally, that is what angel is. Yeah, it's an energy frequency. It's a frequency. It's a frequency. So when you hear some people say, oh my God, an angel has protected me. It can be you are somebody who you say the truth. You say the truth. And then it reaches a point where your fate is determined by somebody else saying the truth. When they say the truth, the angel has protected you. I hope somebody is getting what I'm saying. So angelic things, they come from within you. Only the things that you cultivate within yourself are able to protect you in the collective. Yes. So when you think about angel, don't think, oh, Gabriel coming to me. No, angel is among the people. Me personally, if I am somebody who, like, let's say, I love confident people. I love confident people. I will always vote confident people in. That is angel energy right there. Just because they are confident, I am voting them in because I am also confident. Just because they know how to dance, I am liking them because I also know how to dance. That is the angelic energy going on there. It's the similarity that saves you, that gives you a privilege over other people because you've cultivated it within yourself. Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's probably because you have it within you too. What do hallucinations at night mean? Me, I will not respond to something I've never experienced or never seen what it looks like. I always only hear people say hallucination. I've never seen somebody hallucinate. I don't know what hallucination looks like. Never interacted with it in my life. But I've interacted with people who lie that they are going through something but they are not. So I don't know whether that is hallucination because, people know what they are doing. People always know what they are doing. Somewhere there is a consciousness. Somewhere in between there is a consciousness. This is why when I walk even on the streets and I meet somebody who is mad, I will always look them in the eye. And I always see there's a consciousness somewhere in between. There's a consciousness. Somewhere in between there's a decision to go towards that direction. Depression is just you living in the past. Depression will paralyze your movement. If you are depressed, start by walking every day. Walk. If you live in town and you're depressed and you cannot walk in the forest places, go to the village, my friend. Ask for permission, go to the village. Stay with your grandmother for a while. Walk. Or you can ask your mother where she spent most of her time when she was pregnant with you. Go there, walk. My friend, walk. Somewhere along that walk, you will reset. You will find inspiration to act, and then you will act. Dreamt of deceased father, came to visit. Not normal stuff. As Africans, just pay attention to what they said or how they behaved or whatever. After Africans, we start preparing for the day at 1 p.m. At sunrise, my friend. Oh, you start preparing for the day last night. Like, literally today, we are preparing for Thursday. Today, we are preparing for Thursday. The dreams that we're going to have today are the ones that are going to make sure that the day tomorrow are the ones that are going to dictate how the day tomorrow runs. So the dreams that we'll have today are going to make sure, are going to dictate and decide how tomorrow runs. So how do you prepare for your day? Today, at night. Yes, you're right, my dear. What are your take on divination? It's okay. People do what you want to do, what your ancestors make you feel called to go towards. And when you're using tools of divination, just be serious and don't use the name of the Lord in vain. Don't use the name of the Lord in vain. Don't use the name of your body in vain. Be respectful towards your body. Be respectful towards your path. Take yourself seriously. Don't joke around with tools of divination. If you want to do those things, just choose that life and walk it seriously. Don't start joking around. You use the name of the Lord your God in vain, you are in for a hot soup. And as we know, also for you to do divine work, you don't need tools of divination. Especially Africans. I don't think you all need any tools of divination. You can do divinity work without any tools of divination if you are serious about doing divination work. And respect yourself in it. Don't start wars. You know, when when you're a diviner, you are like a spy to spirits. So there are people you are not supposed to be spying on. You know, some people, tarot readers, you guys put yourself in hot soup by yourself. Hot soup. You are a tarot reader and you don't know the basic information about spiritual hierarchy. There are people whose gates you are not supposed to enter. You know, when there are people who go to tarot readers and tell them, please do me a reading on this person, and you are spilling somebody's tea. Those are types of work that you're not supposed to be doing. Those are the types of work that you're not supposed to be doing as a tool, as somebody, as a diviner. Don't enter into people's work, into people's fights. Don't spy for people. Do the work for the entire population. Don't do work for individuals. Somebody comes to you to spy on me, and then now you are pulling cards. My ancestors will wreck both of you. Know who to mess with also when you're a diviner, man. Don't just... There are gates that are no go zone. No entry. Mbwakali hapa. So don't joke with everyone. Speak more on spiritual hierarchy. Spiritual hierarchy is dictated by your body. And when you are spiritually high ranking, you will know. It will just not match in the physical dimension, but you will know it within yourself. Because right now we live in a world where that was turned upside down. So even the spiritual hierarchy looks upside down. But still, when all your 12 doors are intact, actually let me call them the 13 doors. When all the 13 houses are packed and locked, it will show on your physical vessel. Spiritual ranking shows. It shows on this. You don't need to go telling people that, you know, me, I rank very high spiritually. People will look at you and know. If you need to introduce yourself, then probably you went through the white man's system. And you need to tell people that, you know me, look at my degrees, yeah, you must respect me. You know, before you removed your degree, nobody even knew what you are. In spiritual hierarchy, your degree is on the crown. Everyone can see. The degree is there. People look at you even before they hear what you are. They can already tell. Somebody is asking me how you people know these things now. People know this thing. Start observing. Start observing how people behave. There are certain people who you are just in a room somewhere. You're just in a room somewhere. And then someone enters and everybody, nyah. Like it's... The writings are always on the walls. Yeah, the writings are always on the walls. And when somebody is highly ranking spiritually, your intuition will tell you to respect them. Even if you meet them on the streets, they're begging. Your intuition will tell you, respect this one. Respect this one. Respect this one. So also, if you are looking for people to respect, by then I disrespect a lot of people in this world. I will tell you that for free. I disrespect this world a lot. And I don't even regret it. If you're looking for people to respect, listen to your intuition. If your intuition doesn't tell you to respect someone, don't. I know, and I'm not telling you to disrespect them. Just shut up, keep quiet, and let them be. And you also be. But if the respect is not coming from intuition, do not bend. Do not. But if the respect is coming from intuition, give it. Even if you meet it, even if it is a worker, you are a worker. Even if it is somebody you are paying salary, if the respect comes from intuition, give it. If the respect does not come from intuition, even if it is the president of this country, sit. Don't move. Don't move, because we have illusion in this particular physical world. Me personally, I would be in the presence of somebody like the King of England, and I wouldn't even, in fact, I would even close my nose. Just because that is the energy I'm getting that is the energy I naturally get. And I would never pretend. The universe will tell you the people to respect. The universe will tell you the people not to respect. So don't even worry going to read in magazines that, oh, who are the most important people that I should be. No. Intuition. I mean, somebody's asking me to talk about soulmates and twin flames. Me, I will never talk about the topic of love until 2025. Ask me about it in 2025. How do you... I don't disrespect. I either respect or non-existent. You don't exist. I'll either respect you or you don't exist. Like, literally, I have no time to disrespect someone. Unless you disrespect me. If you disrespect me, but if you don't disrespect me, you're just existing, and I don't feel called to respect you, I'll just look at you like somebody who doesn't exist. Because literally you don't. That's how you center yourself. By this, somebody's asking, how do you center yourself? That's how you center yourself, by always only responding to your intuition. People have anxiety because your intuition is telling you don't respect them, don't respect them. But your body and the societal norm and status quo is telling you respect them, respect them. So you end up having anxiety like, oh, should I respect them or should I not? Speak to your body and only listen to your body. If your body says yes, yes. If your body says no, I don't care whether you are who. My body doesn't tell me to respect you. Get the fuck off. Yes. I always listen to my intuition and never go against it. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. How do you differentiate between intuition and illusion? What is illusion? Illusion is when somebody takes your attention from reality into a lie. From reality into a lie. So illusion always involves somebody taking your attention from reality into a lie. Intuition is literally your body speaking to you. Illusion, somebody else is involved. Intuition is you and you. So if you're a liar to yourself, if you lie to yourself, then you'll give yourself illusions. If you're a liar, if you don't tell yourself the truth about who you are, the truth about your identity, the truth about your self-belief and self-knowledge, if you don't tell yourself those things, then you will be the one leading yourself into illusion. But as long as you tell yourself the truth about who you are, your intuition will always be straight on point. If you lie to yourself about who you are, you will have illusions. If you tell yourself the truth about who you are, your intuition will be mwah. So that it's as simple as that. It's all come back to you. People who live under illusions are liars. They lie to themselves about themselves. They don't like their identity. They don't like their history. They don't like their life the way it is going. So they lie to themselves about themselves. When you lie to yourself about yourself, yourself will lie to you about everyone and everything else. When you lie to yourself about yourself, yourself will lie to you about everyone and everything else. When you tell yourself the truth about yourself, yourself will tell you the truth about everything and everyone else. Keep it real, yep. Easy peasy. Can you expand on memory? How to remember your ancestry? Your body. Remember is literally remembering. Like, see, membership. Getting back into membership with your ancestors. That is what is called remembering. And who are your ancestors? Your ancestors are the people who came before you. Somewhere in 1945, you existed inside someone's ovum and someone's sperm. Somewhere in the 17th century, you existed inside someone's ovum and someone's sperms. So right now you are. Whatever those people did, the places they went, achievements they made, the progresses they made, lessons they learned, all of it is imprinted in you as junk DNA. You see this thing they call junk DNA? It carries memory. It carries achievements. It carries mistakes. Everything that your ancestors ever did is printed here, waiting for you to love yourself enough to awaken it. Waiting for you to love yourself enough to awaken it. So if nothing is awakened in your DNA, know that you love your level of love. Your ancestors are looking at your level of love to yourself like this. If you're somebody who by now nothing is awakened in your DNA, know that your ancestors are looking at your self-love like this. So she thinks that one can make us come. She thinks that level of love can summon us. That is what your ancestors are doing. But if you're somebody who you love yourself, you tap in. You love yourself, you tap in. You love yourself, you start. The only antidote is love. It is because of love that you came here. And it is the lack of love that you will live. When you don't love yourself, you move towards disease. Love is represented by Leo. It is represented by the heart. It is the most important organ. The body cannot survive without it. Love is the one that makes the world go round. Love is the one that fills the earth. Love is the one that makes the earth be full of creations, because it is only love energy that becomes creative energy. Guys, don't worry about the live recording. I repeat these things over and over and over and over and over and over. By the time 10 years is elapsing when I'm just repeating these things like this, you will have gotten everything from me. I'm not dying anytime soon. So we don't need to document. If I was dying, I would have documented everything. Swiri, what about dreams? How does one know their totem? If you want to know your totem, just ask yourself, who are you behind closed doors? Who are you when nobody's watching? Who are you when nobody's watching? That's how you know your totems. Yo, Ada, thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave, and I'm going to tell you the next live. This live and the next one will be like this. I'll come and you guys ask questions as I answer, because the next class I want to teach it after this 12 lives. I want to now enter into another whole syllabus for us. Yeah, and I'm also thinking about going live twice a week, the way you guys asked. But the time, I don't know time. I don't know what time would be the best. I don't know what time would be the best, but I'm thinking of going live twice a week. I want to dedicate my Sunday lives to erasing the Vatican. Erasing the Vatican. Literally, I want my Sunday lives, that will be the topic. If you don't like it, you can, kanyaga kubwa kubwa. Kanyaga kubwa kubwa. Yeah, I might do it in the mornings, because also on Sundays I have like practice in the afternoons. So I might do it in the morning so that I will inform you guys. And my live on Sunday will be erasing the Vatican. That will be the topic only. And we will be doing Bible studies. We'll be talking about the Bible, turning it upside down. Verse after verse. 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 By the time I'm done with that class, the Vatican will be 6 feet under. 6 feet under. And guys, my goodness. Sometimes when you guys are seated with me, you're watching me here. You don't know the people who are watching with you in the comment section. You don't know. Some people, like literally there are people who are keeping an eye on us here on TikTok. And you are keeping an eye on me, and you are a billionaire. You are a billionaire, or suppose right now I'm even starting to wonder, are these people really billionaires? They are billionaires in the physical dimension. Clearly, in the spiritual dimension, there's no billions over there. And you're encouraging me. If I told there's one of you watching over here, you're encouraging me so much, because now you're making me feel like I'm actually doing something. So me, I will not sugarcoat anything. My Sunday lives are going to be erasing the Vatican. And I will not stop until the Vatican is dead and forgotten. So, yeah, and you know, they really want us to give up. Do you know what these people are praying? We give up. We give up. And that is the reason why even TikTok is being fought so much. Because now they're seeing no giving up is around the corner. There's no giving up that is around the corner. They've waited for us to give up, give up, give up. And content creators, be careful. Content creators, be careful of the spirits outside there. Oh, thank you so much, Abundant. Content creators need to be careful. You don't know the people who are watching us. And then they come to you with, you know, the chain is so long that at the end of the day, the people they use on the streets, the hitmen they use on the streets are useless people. The chain is so long. So even content creators, you need to be very careful, especially the content creators who are making change. You're being watched. You're a menace to the system. You are a glitch to the system. And at first, they thought that you were just a joke who comes from poverty, who is going to be to give up at a certain point. But guess what? They're waiting for you to give up. You are continuing. In fact, with every day that comes, you are more inspired. With every day that comes, you are more inspired. With every day that comes, you're more inspired. You know the best power that kills demonic entities is the power of Jesus. They said the power of Jesus. That is the power of the day. You think I was going to die on a Saturday? Saturday passes, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday I'm there, Wednesday I'm there, Thursday I'm there, Friday I'm there, Saturday I'm there, Sunday I'm there again, Monday again, Tuesday, Wednesday, until you are the one who will die. You will wait. You wait for the death of the revolutionaries until you die yourself. Because they lock doors, by the way, guys. These people, they lock doors for us to make sure that we have nothing else. And now that TikTok is there as a hope for us revolutionaries, they want to remove it. They want to remove. You will not succeed, oh. There will be no rest for the wicked. There will be no rest for the wicked. And I hope that the truth shall be spoken. The angel of truth, Seraphim, shall come in broad daylight and deliver the news to the people, because the people need to know what is going on behind closed doors. The people need to know when they say that, oh, we are taking the UN workers, over 200 UN workers to Kenya to go work there because most of the people that need us are there. Who are these people in Kenya that need the UN workers to come work here? It is not the people they want to come here and destroy the spiritual work that is already on the ground here. But guess what? We have ancestors who are elephants. We have ancestors who are whales. It is bigger than anybody. This is bigger than anybody. It's bigger than anybody. And we will pass every weapon fashioned against us shall never prosper. And I want to, if you do the spiritual work, hold Mark 16:18 like this. Mark 16:18. Mark 16:18. Hold that verse like this. Like this. Because there are times when that verse alone only will help you. So, however much we're walking blindfolded, We cannot see our enemies because they are hidden. But we feel you. And we're telling you, let's see who has more energy. Because we are going to continue running. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're here. Every single day. Until we see who is going to fall. Because that is where we are right now. We are at a point where now who is going to last longest? Who is going to last longest? Who is going to last longest? And guess what? Us, we already have the power, the intuition for it. And the memory for it. We're going to last longest. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming to this live. And I'm going to see you guys next time. Yeah, and continue studying. Continue wishing the best for yourself. Continue loving yourself. Mr. Eve, thank you so much. Love is the only solution. Love is the only solution. Love is the only solution. Love of what? Yourself. Love of who? Yourself. Love of what? Yourself. Love of who? Yourself. Because as long as you love yourself, you love everything outside of you. As long as you love yourself, you love everything out of you. As long as you love yourself, you love everything outside of you. So, love, okay? Anyway, guys, thank you so much. One day, I will take time to talk about the things that have happened to me since I started walking this journey. And also pray. Pray for us. Pray for all of us, my friend. As long as you're vouching for yourself, pray for all of us. Take time in prayer. And when you take time in prayer, pray, my friend. Don't pray like you're joking. It's not a time to joke in prayer. It's not a time. Maybe last year you were practicing prayer. This year. When you hear, and I will talk about something that so many people have been complaining about. Sleep, especially here in Kenya. Literally, when you feel like most of the time when you have sleep problems is because of your central nervous system. Kundalini. The central nervous system, the spinal cord has issues. The vertebral column has issues. And what makes the vertebral column to have issues at night is because these people are busy witchcrafting at night. Right now they're busy witchcrafting at night. There are certain places that have telescopes. You know what a telescope is? A telescope is what you use to look into space. They look into space. Do you know what space is? Us. These people, they watch us so much that when you type something on your phone or you mention it on your phone, you mention someone's certain code, certain names, it gets to them immediately. Oh, that one is talking about it. Oh, that one is talking about it. Oh, there's that one talking about it over there. Oh, there's that one talking about it. Telescope. We're being watched. TikTok is being watched. We are being watched from individual level. And it doesn't matter whether you're powerful or not. Sometimes you can be just a minute thing. You think of yourself as a minute thing, but the kind of force that you are going to put in space, they already see it. So they make sure that you're killed or you're dead or you've given up before you get to your mission. Do not be stubborn. Have the rhino totem. Have the rhino totem and do your work. Do your work and create space for yourself, knowing very well that God is the most powerful entity on this planet. God is the most powerful entity on this planet. God is the what? The most powerful entity on this planet. And guess who is God? God is in your body. So yeah. Yeah, so do what you're supposed to do on your individual life. But just know that what the work that we're doing is shaking the world. The work that we're doing is changing the narratives. The work that we're doing is causing tower moments. And when tower moments are being caused, people don't like it. But guess what? Forward ever. Forward ever. How do we pray? One day I will organize a prayer session on TikTok. Just so you guys can maybe see how I pray. Me, I cannot teach anybody how to pray. I can only pray. And then you see how I pray, then maybe you will know how to pray. Meanwhile, you can, what I usually encourage people to go to the most, go to your indigenous songs. You see those indigenous songs that are sung in your mother tongue, that were sung a long time ago, that are talking about God and Jesus. Go to those songs, and now that you know what Jesus is and what God means, channel that energy there. Channel that energy there, because our songs have very high vibrations. Our vernacular songs have very high vibrations. Me, personally, I worship with my vernacular songs. I worship with my vernacular songs. And I listen to my vernacular, like literally the ones that were recorded a long time ago. Those ones that are true. They carry the true message. Listen to those songs. Listen to those songs. That's how you pray. Leave English alone for a minute. For a minute. We will come back to English. We will come back to worshiping in English when we know exactly what English is. But before we know exactly what English is, go back to those songs. Me personally, I know 1,001 of Luo songs of worship. So many. And they resonate to me to the very core. Because now I know what God is, I know what day is, I know what Jesus is. So when they mention those in the song, I channel it correctly. When they say Jesus, I channel it to the day. When they say God, I channel it to my body. And it works perfectly for me. It works perfectly for me. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you as usual. I know I haven't been posting. There's so much. So that posting, I will post. The day you will see me posting, just know that that was the signal I was waiting for to continue now posting. But it will come, probably maybe in April or by the end of this month or something. Before then, I'm going to make sure that I go live twice a week just to compensate for me not posting. And then we will move on from there. Anyway, thank you, and guys, have yourself a blessed day, night, afternoon, evening. Forward ever, backwards never. I know today I talked a lot through it all, but I always talk a lot through it all. But today I did not stick to any script. I just went with how I felt called to go. And I hope it was beneficial to those it was beneficial to. This is what I felt like doing today. And I feel awesome that I've done it. And I hope that it blessed someone as well. So as usual, I'm going to end it with our East African anthem. Solidarity of East Africa. We're praying for East Africa. I want East Africa to be the most flourishing part of the world. As possible, because we are already taking the necessary steps. We are to remove the borders, the necessary steps to have one passport. So East Africa to me is somewhere. So I'm going to put this our nini again. Twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki. If you don't know this song, learn it. Tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuadimike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. East African anthem. Na hata mashambani tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe kwa hali na mali, tuitenge jumuiya bora. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. East Africa will prosper. Thank you guys for coming. Bye.